live.
Nipples or
No nipples. No nipples. Yeah,
No nipples.
no nipples.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a great way
Not
to
even
start.
half a nipple. So if I like,
Good thing I have a picture
my nipples
of
right
my
here. So if I
nipples.
brought like right here, if I just have like half a nipple,
Yeah, no nipples,
All,
but
all you
I'll
need to
go
do is
get the
put
duct
like
tape.
you're a
Scotch
body
tape on
shamer,
it.
aren't you? God,
no nipples.
YouTube just doesn't. They're just behind times.
I mean, you could do buttholes. That's fine. I'm sure there's
Or-
no rule against that.
Buttholes?
Yeah,
Only buttholes. Nice. What pink socks? Can I do pink socks?
as long as it's like
Wait.
stuffed. Never mind.
Ugh. Oh! Nasty. Okay. And
All
we're
right.
done.
Yeah,
And scene.
and we're
Where is
live.
that on the
See.
encounter sheet?
And we're live. Okay.
There's
Don't
that on the
roll a
character
one.
sheet.
So there are Music Man, by the way.
Ooh.
Yeah, sorry, I completely forgot up until this point. Yeah, so there's a couple things I failed to mention. One thing in particular, especially last session. It's you guys are playing you guys already know this. But one thing that I failed to mention about the variant of human that you're playing, because it's a custom human race. This human race is kind of more long-lived than your average human. And obviously the extremes in height and the extremes in height are both. There's a higher upper limit and a lower limit as well. So you could be incredibly short, incredibly tall, but you also live quite about 2.5 times longer than the average human would. This particular race. So it's not uncommon to find someone that's like 200 years old. So when you think about the ranking system and how it takes like 10 to 20 years to achieve a rank in the military, it's not unreasonable expectation given how long-lived some of you can be. So that's one of the things I forgot to mention in the last session. So yeah. Other than that, we went over a minor map update. And I guess I can go ahead and show you I guess I can show the stream the map we're working with now. For the Broken Lands, where the campaign is taking place. So let me get that pulled up, so I can go ahead and show it on stream. And let's go ahead, pull it up. Yeah. So basically, you guys are. The Academy and whatnot is here. Everything that's happened so far in the campaign has taken place in Central. As of this session, you guys will be making your way up from Central to Frostguard, so you would go from here, and you'll probably be traveling either along the river or the road via your choice, all the way up to Frostguard here, which is the northern capital. In terms of, well, I guess it's the capital of the north because the continent is split in two. And another thing to mention is the time of year that we are in. The seasons work very similar to how they would work everywhere else in a real world scenario. The season here currently is spring. So it is what would be the equivalent to March here in the campaign. I'll have an actual calendar written out at some point. I haven't gotten that far yet on how I want to do, on what year it is and whatnot. So that'll be sooner than later. But yeah. So along those regards, do we have any questions before we move forward with the actual campaign?
How do we play D&D?
Okay.
How cold is it at night?
How cold is it at night? Well, it depends on where you are. Where you are right now, it's very nice. It's like a very nice, like, what kind of climate would I compare it to? Like, I would say England
France.
is a good fucking climate to compare it to. It can get kind of rainy, but like in terms of temperature, it's
It's
very
raining all the time.
like in the middle most of the time. In Central at least.
Milk Coast. Call me.
Yeah. So, other than that,
So we're gonna be freezing our asses. Hardcore.
when you guys get up to, when you guys start getting further and further north, especially when you hit the snow line and go past it, it can begin to get very cold. Yes. Even in like the middle of summer, it can be cold. So, yeah. And I think, yeah, at last we left off, our investigators, or our novice investigators as they are, kind of, although we're supposed to really be celebrating, went around and did a lot of dirt digging almost immediately with some of their superiors. Stumbling across a kerfuffle between their immediate superior and the superior of all of their organization. And then getting handed their first mission and doing some fairly detailed research into it as well. And you guys have gone to the stables, gotten all your gear from the where they divvy that out, whether it be rope, rations, or other crafting materials that you could possibly need. And at this point, you guys are at the stables and preparing to leave Central on your very first mission. So I will leave it to you guys.
Can I get clothes for like winter time? So like
Yeah.
cold clothes?
Yeah. That would have been standard issue once you went up to God, I forgot what I called it last time. Basically where you get all your shit. That would have been standard issue. You basically bring them like a note saying this is the kind of mission we're going on, this is where we're going, this is what we need, and they would just distribute it.
Okay.
And whale bomber.
What type of horses are we do they have up there? Are they like Clydesdale horses, or the typical like Lord of the Rings horses, where they're just fucking huge?
No,
Like,
Clydesdales?
or no, Clydesdale's one for like the hairy feet and stuff like that, or the the Lord of the Rings ones where they're just fucking huge horses, like the one country like kingdom that had the huge horses.
yeah, I mean,
Aaron, I forget what they're called.
I would say that your horse measurement falls along the line of average. I wouldn't say that they're
Okay,
fucking
cool.
huge. I wouldn't say that any of them completely stand out. They're just horses.
We're trying not to stand
We're-
out.
Were we given a cart as well, or
You
no?
guys were
Just
given
horses?
a covered cart. If you think Oregon Trail, that's the kind of cart you were given.
Sweet. Some
The wagon.
dysenteria. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Maybe die of a splinter.
So yeah.
Not the splinter that kills you.
So you guys are gathering up your gear.
crap.
How long
getting-
is it gonna?
Oh, good.
How long would it take for us to travel from here to there, or how long did it take me to travel from there to here? I guess.
Well, at a cart's pace, which isn't super fast, it'll probably take you guys a couple weeks, because it is about a 350-mile trek. So it's not exactly a small trek for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll take you guys a couple weeks at least, and then if you guys are you guys are gonna have stops and whatnot, so.
And from my experience, how many towns or cities and towns are on the way, and like small villages, I guess, are along the way.
There's a few small
on the main road.
villages. There's a few small hamlets here and there. There's definitely an inn or two. Like you guys can sleep under the stars. You're gonna probably have to sleep under the stars a few nights, but there's also gonna be some nights where you're very comfortable in an inn and whatnot. So, Yeah, you'll be in an inn at least half of the time.
Okay. And then I'm willing to bet that there was some areas where I knew that there were some like sketchy spots. Can I let the guys know about those going through?
Make a history check.
Yeah. Whew. First roll of the night. That's a 12 plus, 12 plus, 12 plus. History is, let's see, 1. So 13.
13. I mean, when you initially came down, you were well protected. You were in a, not necessarily a caravan for sorts, but a smaller convoy of your house's guards and whatnot. So learning about sketchy places really wasn't that possible. At least nothing that sticks out overtly in your mind.
I guess not really learning about it, more like hearing like people say like, oh hey, we gotta keep your eyes open, or keep your ears open, keep your eyes up.
I mean, there's a
And
lot of
we're in like
wilderness
this area
between.
where, you know, people eat people's faces.
I don't think you come
Okay.
across cannibals, no. But
Like,
I'd
oh,
say
there's some wolves that are around here.
yeah, I mean there
Okay.
are there's wolves all over the north. So yeah, that's a given.
Okay,
that
cool.
one doesn't require much, but I don't think cannibals are something you have to worry about. At least not here.
Thanks.
We're not on the island.
So
Down south you do.
um,
Down in Jamestown.
Down
Cannibal.
Jamestown.
oh yeah, you guys.
We do feed our enemies to the bears.
Fucking cannibals.
So you guys get your shit together, and you guys this is the first time you've been allowed to leave Central since you began your training. You've had moments where you've gone out to like outdoor training yards and whatnot, and they take you like outside of the actual city walls, but this is the first time of you guys fully leaving Central at all. You guys, I mean, like, how would that kind of translate into your feelings? Like, is there anything that you guys are going through? Because, like, this is kind of a big step. You guys have pretty much been locked up for 2 years.
Definitely a sense of accomplishment from Thaddeus.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I don't think anything's really registering for Nil other than maybe advanced paranoia because he has no experience with this place.
Yeah.
Excitement of trying the new beers and new ingredients for my alcohol.
Okay.
I guess my character's feelings would be kind of worried, like not really. I guess concerned, concerned and like anxious, and not really showing it, but like keeping his composure, but still like in the back of his mind, like, oh, we're going back to my area. Like, I wonder if anyone's gonna see me and notice me, and I'm supposed to be kind of like working, but what if I meet any of my old people I used to run with or anything like that?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's a fair thing to worry about. Yeah, you are quite literally going to be less than a mile away from your house when you guys reach your destination. So, yeah. Yes.
Is there a way to send letters before we leave?
Yeah, there's a way to send letters before you leave.
Okay. I would have sent a letter to my older sister. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Love you. I would have sent letters to my older sister, saying like, "Hey, we graduated. We're on our way home. I'm sure you know that we graduated. We're on our way home. Or I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to say anything about where we're going. Hey, we just graduated. I would.
Dang, and y'all thought I was gonna be the leak.
I would say something along the lines of like, so I want her to know that we're going there, but I don't want her to tell anyone, and like I want her to like keep everyone kind of like close at hand while I'm there.
Maybe something you and her know, or something.
That's what I was going with. That's what I was thinking about.
Like a tavern or something that you
Yeah.
guys used to.
Because
You
we're
could just say,
close,
hey,
I would
get-
assume
get
that
ready for a surprise.
we would have had like trouble with my dad, and like with other things, like hey, like different like phrases. So I would say like once I complete a few missions, I can't wait to see you, and hopefully we can meet up at the Hangman's Tree or something like that, and that would be like our normal spot, like our code word for like don't tell anyone, try and keep everyone there. Something's about to happen. I need it to be hush hush type of thing. So she understands that I'm in the area, but I'm not allowed to see her and not allowed to speak to her type of thing.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Just to let her know that like I'm there, but it's like just stay away
Which sister?
type of thing.
What'd you send this to?
Keep everyone else away too. Yeah. My sister.
Which one?
The one that protects me, the older one. Her name is Elira. Elira. Very smart and witty. The very smart and witty one.
Spell it.
Elara. Norwood.
Okay. Yeah, you can send that letter off. Anything else?
Okay. Nope.
Okay.
I will be playing my lute along the way.
So I'm gonna assume that the pictures you guys sent me of your characters are the general description of your day-to-day wear outside of uniforms. Is that fair?
I'd say
Yes,
so.
until we get to the cold, then it would be different.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's self-explanatory.
Throw a jacket on it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I think he's trying to go with how weird do we look.
You guys aren't. I mean, you guys look like more ready for shit to pop off than most do, but I mean, it's not like the most uncommon thing. Realistically, this is an age where people kind of want, outside of like being where they're exactly
Everyone has
from,
swords.
they like, yeah, people want. So yeah. So you guys,
Someone might look twice, but they're not going to write it down.
yeah, that would be a good way to put it. So you guys, take off from Central, and we begin a series of days where you guys, have time to talk, kind of plan, and while I make several rolls to see how the encounter table shakes out. So, yeah, I would say let's go ahead and just do like the first 4 nights of travel. Anything you guys, how would you guys have orientated your watch order, and what would you have started planning with and for? Or discussing about your mission?
Get out of there. I think our watch order would have been just more of a training type of thing, right? Like we would have had training on watches, and like that would have been pre-talked about, right?
Yeah. What's that thing?
Yeah.
Like kind of like setting up like for, so I guess we should talk about that. Like, so during training, I guess for our watches we had a 2-man team, 1 take morning, 1 take night type of thing, or 1 take like split up the night, and then like we had situations where we were ambushed and we understood the best way to go about it was to wake everyone up, and like everyone has their stuff by them at all times type of thing.
Yeah.
Like, geared
I
up,
will say you
ready to
can't
go.
sleep in your armor. Well, actually, medium armor and heavy
Cannot?
armor cannot be
I-
slept in.
Light armor's good though.
So I'm wearing leather armor. Is that fine?
Depends on what classification it falls under.
As long as it's not like brigandine mail
That's
leather.
gonna be light armor.
Okay, then you're good. Yeah. So
Yeah.
typically, even the most accustomed individual cannot sleep in plate armor. Like, you can sit up and take a nap in plate armor, but like full on, you can't accomplish a long rest in plate armor.
Ow, motherfucker! God, this thing keeps on attacking my leg.
Plate armor also has a very unfortunate habit of being very cold
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah. So I know that
And
innately.
we're getting into the worst.
Yeah, that could.
Not
puts
as
you-
nice weather temps.
That could put some of you at a disadvantage upon like being woken up into combat, and yeah, that just shit happens. But like realistically, there's no way you get a long rest in plate armor or anything heavier than like boiled leather. So, just putting that out there.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
and even if we had that in our training where we
Yeah,
Or
I'm
we're
not saying
accustomed to it
I'm not saying
over
you
3
can't
years?
take a short rest. Even though the short rest is like 8 hours, short rest doesn't necessarily mean sleeping. Short rest
Yeah.
is like resting your body
So the
for 8
temperature-
hours.
Okay, so
temperature
all
level
of these
long
would be.
Is that once you hit REM sleep and your body temperature lowers, if you're having that steel plate armor on, it will lower you further, and you will either not actually hit the REM sleep because your body won't actually be able to drop its temperature properly, or you're semi-hypothermic, which is also not good for sleep.
Also, like, even in the state where this campaign's long rests are 24 hours, I don't expect you to sleep for 24 hours, but 8 of those 24 hours, I expect you to be fully asleep, and during those 8 hours, there's no way you can accomplish that with that kind of armor on. So, a short rest you realistically can take in
Okay.
heavy armor, a
is
long
it-
rest you can't.
Is it an action to put on armor, or is it?
It is
bonus action.
there's a time
how long does
restraint.
it take to pull an armor?
Yeah,
I'm assuming an action.
It's a time restraint, and it is an action to do.
Question.
Yes.
Would they be able to just throw on, like, the breastplate and count as just being, like, in a half plate almost,
Yeah, so
For
there are
thickness,
there's a way around
if
that.
they needed
yeah.
to?
Yeah. Then I think that specifically falls under just for you two guys.
Okay.
Both of you wearing like plate, right? I know Nate's wearing plate. Steve is wearing what exactly? You're wearing
I
plate.
wear plate.
You wear plate as well. So both of you
Plate.
wearing full plate armor. I would say like you could accomplish in a single action. I would say you could accomplish enough armor to achieve half plate, but it probably takes like close to a full minute to get full plate fully on.
5 usually.
It's usually
the
5.
straps.
Yeah, usually it takes a.
So,
it's not a short process.
I would. So a minute, I would agree with, because I can get into. We practiced our for firefighting. We practiced getting into the whole entire get up with our tank and everything on in a minute, and we had to do it in less than a minute.
Yeah,
So I would agree with the minute
I could say
for straps and
just
for
because
everything,
of that justification.
and for
yeah.
quick releases and everything. Yeah.
Because I assume you guys are
Yeah.
very accustomed to your
Yeah.
armor
A
and
minute.
able to get in and out of it very quickly. But I could say you would take a round or a round's worth of actions to accomplish half plate in a tight pinch. But to accomplish your full armor, you would you would need the full minute for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. We can do that.
So yeah.
That works.
With that being said, so you guys have had obviously you guys have had training on watch orders and training on what to do during ambushes. That's not exactly the question I'm asking. I'm asking, what's the order of watches? Who's doing what? At night when some of you are sleeping and some of you are on watch, who's doing what? What's your typical order that you go to? So I know for the future.
So
Does
it would
anyone
be-
need more sleep than anyone else? First off,
No, we're all 8 hours.
overall? Yeah. I think that would be the two. So who has the highest
We
perception?
definitely split it up with the two armor boys would be split up. So
Yeah.
Steve would be with one of our lighter armor ones, and then Nate would be with one of our lighter armor ones.
that way we
So-
always have someone
Something,
wearing full
yeah.
plate.
I'll go with James, and then Nate will go with you, because I think that will, because you're a little more. What's your guys' character's name?
No,
No, that's what it was. Your guy's a little more squishy than James's character, right? And James.
I'm not as squishy as I should be.
What's your hit points?
27.
Yeah, just a little more squishy. I got 33.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll go with nil.
I got 30. Yeah. So we'll do it that way, and I think your perception, James, is a little better, right? Is your perception pretty good? Ow, motherfucker.
Well,
I have a 0 in
Perception,
perception.
I got a +6 to perception.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Yeah,
only
you're
have
with
a
me.
+4.
he also
you're with me.
has. He's also your
I don't
most
have-
valuable player in terms
bear.
of wilderness. Not only the bear, but like in terms of wilderness, he has bonuses out in the woods that none of you have. So keep that in mind.
And so I guess, so on statistically from training, when do most ambushes happen? Would that be the first watch or the second watch?
Dusk or dawn usually.
It'd be dusk or dawn, yeah. Dusk or dawn when the light is.
So-
when your eyes are the least adjusted.
So usually last watch, because at dusk you're still kind of
Still,
doing
everyone's
camp and
still
food.
everyone's still awake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, so dawn is when the most ambushes happen. Then, is that what we're saying?
Typically.
Generally.
That doesn't mean
Okay.
every one of them will happen
So,
that way. But
we will be
statistically-
awake at-
That's planned. Yeah,
I
that's
know, but
planned attacks. Something just wandering into us in the middle of the night that's nocturnal. Whenever.
motherfucker. Yeah.
Whatever it comes.
But planned attacks from intelligent beings would probably happen at dawn. So me and James would be always on dawn, just because we would need to be more aware of things from intelligent beings, and then you guys could be the night, like, okay, there's an animal coming, like, let's take care of it type of thing.
And I'm guessing we're always close to each other when we're watching.
We would have some type of signal or call, a hand signal, a call, so was it a verbal, I don't know what
Semitic.
Semitic, and what's the other one? I guess it's only psychic, right? So we don't have psychic
Yeah, we don't
abilities.
have
Audible.
Audible,
visual.
and Semitic. Yeah.
If you smell someone shitting themselves, it's really bad.
So we'll do those two, and one will be like kind of like I don't know what we should do for
If
that.
something happens, you all might hear an explosion. That will probably wake you up.
And you'll probably hear me fucking screaming.
I think that would be pretty effective.
And I think
Not very
James and
subtle,
I,
but
James and I would have some type of signal where he would have come up with like a animal sound or something, or
I mean, he has a fucking bear.
Did we have time to buy something before we left?
You guys had time to.
Like-
are
Can I
we
just
going
buy
out
a-
into the wilds with rape whistles?
What would you have liked to have bought?
I would have liked to bought a bell that I could place in the camp, and if something's happening, I could shoot the bell, and it'll It'll go off.
It's not a
Smart.
bad idea. Yeah.
Okay.
I would say you can go
And
ahead and
I'm pretty
get rid
sure
of...
the other Swatch team has the archer too.
I would say subtract 1 silver from your thing and add 1 large bell to your inventory.
One large,
Got it.
just a clock tower bell.
And then you guys would
Sit
know
down.
that my tell is whenever I stop playing an instrument, stop playing my lute, that's when something's gonna go down. So you automatically know, like, oh, when the sound machine goes off, oh, I'm awake. Okay, shit.
When you hear the needle skip on the track, it's just like,
Exactly,
uh-oh.
Like I'm always strumming on my lute, like at night, and I'm always looking around and being aware, but it's more of a, oh, I'm not looking I'm like not aware type of thing. Like, oh, look at us, we're just little campers. And whenever I stops playing, that's the cue to wake up.
How much money did we originally have? Because for some reason I don't think my sheet saved it.
What does your other players have marked down?
We
I
have
love
10
the
gold.
fact that
10 gold,
we're also
10 gold, so you have 9
completely-
gold and 9 silver.
We're completely ignoring McGraw on this.
I will go ahead and state this for a
McGraw.
fact. McGraw meant to say this last session, and I'll go ahead and say it now. Basically, your training style is going to fall under the lines of, I will help you when you need it, but I will be backseat most of the time. So,
You what?
What?
he'll be backseat most of the time.
You cut out.
Okay.
Essentially, McGraw's
Just
getting
the-
his full 8 hours of sleep every night.
The best type of trainer you could possibly have is what you're saying. It's a Navy-sized trainer. Here, go fix that aircraft.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in the book. You should go read the book. Didn't you read the whole manual? Oh, go
That's the wrong manual.
go find it.
That's,
find it.
That's the C. You need the D.
I fucking hate those guys.
Yeah, so he's hands-on and hands-off, but he's basically... You'll get to know his training style a bit more as you guys actually learn, but we haven't gotten to that point yet. So, yeah. But yeah, Corey,
I
you're
would
right.
Like to
He
have
is
a
getting
small
his 8 hours.
conversation with McGraw about something. Yeah.
Okay, you approach McGraw. Go ahead.
Sir, I have a question, and this is gonna feel like a stupid one.
Well, that's the best kind of question, isn't it?
Our target is rich,
Yep.
and the nobles do their own thing and police themselves.
To an extent.
Why does the government care so much? Why does the government care so much, especially with them being this far out? What did they do that made the government actually care?
Well, to be fair, missing people the government tends to care a lot about. And in terms of policing agencies, every town has their local police force, but I mean, they're a bunch of fucking yahoos, so you know, they don't often get the job done on something that can be as clever and as crafty as a noble person with a lot of power getting away with potentially murdering a lot of people. So, also, local PD can often be
Right.
corrupt.
Which
And-
is
and
where
on
my
the
other
payroll.
concern. Which brings my other concern. You said before that a lot of the missing peoples were traveling guests or nobles of other places, correct?
Generally, yeah, people who it's more along the theme of people who don't live there.
So my question is, what are the odds that we run into another group that is sent by someone else?
Like, what do you mean? Like a visitor?
Well, let's say we've been secretly investigating repeatedly this house and these two. How many other investigations have come from nobility or other people that are locals? Nobility doesn't like when other nobility starts drawing attraction to the nobility. So I don't think any of the other nobles would like them bringing attraction down and having us in the area because of what they're doing.
Well, I mean, the likelihood that someone else
But
is
nothing has come of
investigating
it.
isn't isn't uncommon, but I mean, this has been happening for a really long time. I think the point of them trying to figure shit out is past. I've ran into one or two PIs while I was there, but at least the first time, but the second time I didn't. So it's possible.
The easiest solution is vengeance, though. Yet, I didn't see anywhere in the records of anyone trying that.
Well, to be fair, he has a pretty good security staff, and he is also... He looks like a fat slob, but the big bastard can move. So, he's not exactly the easiest to take out.
He's not a quick target.
He's not an easy
It
target.
just feels like they've got some sort of extra level of protection we don't know about, though.
Could be that. Could be someone else working with them. Could also be... Could also be luck. Could also be the fact that he's pretty clever. There's a lot of differing factors, and that's kind of why we're going back, is to figure that out.
It seems a little off, is all.
This whole fucking situation's off. I mean, the guy, it's almost statistically impossible for him not to be the one causing all these disappearances. So, for us to not have figured it out, I mean, it's fucking off. It's not good. It's a bad look on us. It's a bad look on everyone who's investigated him, and,
Hold on. Was this? Was this one of Hans... Oh, sorry, wrong name. Was this one of Franz's first cases in
One of-
charge?
Franz's first cases in charge? I don't know if the timeline stretches out like that. I know Franz hasn't personally investigated them at all since he's been in charge. I don't know a whole lot about previously. Franz has been in the business for like 60 years. I've only been in it for like 12. So I can't give you his whole timeline. I know he
When
sanctioned
did
these
Franz
missions.
take over, by the way?
Franz took over as boss probably... let's say rough timeline that I haven't figured out yet. Let's say 15 years ago. 15-ish years ago.
Because these started 30 years ago.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I would say Franz has been in charge
Okay.
for a while, but not like an obscenely long amount of time. Franz is... shit.
Because I'm kind of going at the angle of, at this point, this investigation is almost a point of pride. Of they can't stand not figuring it out. Not as much that they actually need to figure it out, so much as they don't like having a case they can't figure out.
I mean, that could be part of it, but... honestly, I think,
Because usually... Yeah.
I think Franz is pretty fucking tired of this thing, being sorted out, or not being sorted out, but I also have very hefty evidence that he doesn't want me going back there at all. So, I don't know, it's kind of a give and take in both directions.
I mean, are you thinking about vengeance?
I wouldn't use vengeance as a word. I think justice is a more apropos word.
Justice.
Vengeance is a bit too far. I don't have any proof. If I get proof, vengeance might become something that's on the table. But as of right now, I want this figured out, because there's a lot of missing people who are just gone now. A lot.
How many, like, did we have, like, a list of all the names
So the
of
list
the people that were missing that we knew of?
that you knew of, yeah, there's a list. It's a fairly long list of names that you know of. Yeah, it's probably like 60 odd.
Like 50 people, 20
like-
people? Okay, so
like-
60 people.
Yeah, it's quite a few.
Were any of those names like Franz's relatives or your relatives or people that you would know?
Are you
Or that
are
he
you
would know,
asking?
Franz would know?
Are you asking that in character?
I guess it would be more of a less stuff like that.
There
The
was
names
a
that we
partner.
names that we came across, would any of those names be of relation to Franz?
I mean, aside
was
from the
character.
people who actually worked for him, I don't. And he kind of, because you guys brought the documents with you, he kind of goes through the files, looks at the list. I don't really see anyone on here that, aside from employees, that he knows personally.
Are there any female employees?
One of the brutality agents was, but from what I understood, there wasn't anything going on between her and him.
Contact?
I could probably indicate to the contrary that he didn't like her very fucking much. He didn't like her very much at all. Neither did I, actually.
Why is that?
She was kind of
Why is that?
aggressively ambitious, would be a good way to describe her. Cut your friend down so you could get ahead kind of person.
Okay. I know a few of those. A few of those in my past.
I have another question.
Still don't think she should have gone missing.
Whatever happens that did the work on the house? The stonemasons that did the repair work and
He starts
adjustments
he starts
to the
looking-
wine cellar.
He starts looking
Did
through
any
the
of them go
files.
missing or anything bad happen to them?
He starts looking through the files. They were questioned by me on my first assignment there, which was about 10 years ago, and we didn't ever go back and question them after that, but I mean, as our files go, they're still in business, but I mean, we could stop by there again and check on them when we get there.
Alright, let's do that.
That's fine. Did we ever figure out where the ethanol was coming from that they were using? Or importing?
Well, I mean, we never found the ethanol. There were places we could always smell the ethanol, especially in the quote unquote throne room, the greeting hall where that fat bastard likes to sit. We could always get a hint of it in there, but we could never find it.
That worries me.
Yeah, it's not exactly the most thrilling of news, given that we could always smell it there and just never could find it because we tossed that fucking room like 7 times, and never found nothing.
A chemical is highly flammable.
I'm aware.
And I suppose you already know fumes rise, so it was probably underneath you somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, we checked out the cellars, we checked out the pantry, we checked out the basement. I mean, we got nothing in there. Didn't get a hint of it at all.
You have the blueprints with you right now?
Yeah, I got him here.
We didn't have full blueprints because the place was ancient. We only have like some blueprints, if I remember correctly.
They have you have bits and pieces. You have
Like
much
it
for
was a
looking up?
general guideline.
you have blueprints on the updates, is what you have.
Yeah. We have a layout.
So I'm gonna piece all those together, and whatever like blank areas there are, I'm gonna take note of the blank areas. So kind of like overlaying the maps and seeing which areas are not corrected
Are
or
any
not
of
there,
you proficient in
then-
cartography?
or void of.
That wasn't on the list, unfortunately.
It's in the list
wasn't
of
on the list.
it's in the
that
list.
wasn't on the list.
Yeah, it was. It was on the
Or
cartography's on the list of skills you can take. Yeah. It's on the same list that blacksmithing's on.
Wasn't on the character sheet, so
yeah.
yeah.
Otherwise,
All right.
Okay.
Well, I will
Well,
take
Haha.
I will
see.
take a
what
D20
am I
check from
proficient
you
in?
then.
Let me see.
I got investigation.
No, it's not going to be in raw skills checks. So basically,
Wouldn't-
some classes allow you to take a tool set to be proficient in, and that would be on the tool set list. So those of you who are smithing in black or who are proficient in blacksmithing, it would have been on that same list.
Let me double check some of my stuff because this character
Some of
sheet
your-
is laid out like a drunk man made it.
Say if your sheet doesn't say that you get a tool set to be
I don't think I
proficient,
ever got tools.
you might not have. Some of you don't get it. I know for a fact that Corey's character took herbalism and/or alchemy set, and it's on that same set. Assuming that it wasn't preset to his character sheet to only
Yeah,
choose one
the
of
alchemy
those two,
set.
it would have been on the broader list to choose from. Some character sheets have it locked down to like one or two. You can only
How
take
do I
out
Mine
three
was
or
more limited.
How do I find that out?
it would be so basically your character sheet would say if in the Masters of Mundane or in the fighters the level table, it would say
Oh, you know what?
it would say where you could potentially have a tool set to be proficient in, and that would give it to you. It's also you also have 2 proficiencies to add and 2 either languages or tool sets to add from your background, which I know I did for Nate, but I don't know if I did for everyone else.
So if he has a general idea of what he's looking for, would I be able to use investigation to help him try and find it?
I would just say he would get advantage.
Or something to do with alchemy because we are looking for something that is involving the ethanol also, in knowing the characteristics of the ethanol because of the alchemy and stuff and the alchemist kit. Would that be of any help
I would say you could
to
give
him.
him advantage.
to know where
Yeah.
he's supposed to look?
Yeah, you can give him advantage.
Okay. I'll do what I can with that then.
Basically, he'll just get to reroll it.
I'm just looking at my character sheet real quick on D&D Beyond.
Roll twice and take the better, right?
That is exactly how that works.
Come on.
So what are we doing right now?
He's trying to put the maps together.
He's trying to piece
Yeah.
together the maps. Is
Yeah.
what he's trying to do.
I'm talking about, well, like, what is our characters like? Are we just sitting around? Are we?
You guys are on the road. McGraw is currently driving the cart. You guys are in the cart.
Okay, I want to ride on, or I want to take my bear out real quick when we start the camp to go do grab herbs and all that
Where
in the
you
woods, and then check the area for animals
So you guys
when
are.
we do set up camp.
Yeah, when you guys set up camp, I'll let you do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I just wanted to get that out there that my guy's gonna be doing that when we
Okay.
start setting
Oh,
up
fuck.
camp.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. Fucking cat.
Meow.
God. Damn. Ah.
What was the roll?
I don't think we've gotten to that part yet.
We haven't. I've been trying to find my character sheet on D&D Beyond. I'll just do the roll real quick. So I was 16. That was an 11, so 16 plus.
You wouldn't have any
You
pluses
said
unless
history?
you're no, you're not.
Or what was it?
So it's a proficiency in cartography. You would literally need to
So
specifically have
16?
It's gonna be it.
So, okay.
So
yeah,
essentially,
16 right
would
now.
he add his intelligence bonus if he has one? Then
I could
That's
say
it?
I could say intelligence bonus. Yeah. Intelligence bonus works.
Okay.
so I probably should have done this, but it's
17.
fine.
17.
He's taking lead on this.
17.
I probably would have had you do this, honestly, because
You could roll it, Corey, but I don't think I could give you advantage given he's already rolled. See if you get anything better, because you do have a higher intelligence.
I
roll.
can, however, eat my mint. I
Yeah,
can eat my mint and roll with advantage
there you go.
if it's intelligence. You want me to go ahead and do that?
Yeah, go ahead.
that's up to you. 17 or higher. Yeah.
I got a 24 total.
So that's Steve. You don't have any idea. I would say a 24.
Nice. Cool.
It almost looks like, because of the way the wine cellar and the cold cellar, where they would keep like the actual food that needs to be preserved, the way those line up,
In the niter.
it doesn't. It's hard to tell what. In fact, it's without consulting another map to add another piece to this puzzle, you can't exactly figure out what's missing, but you know something in the underground area is missing.
I'm gonna kind of point out and kind of gesture, just like there's a gap somewhere in here.
Okay. And that's between the wine cellar and the what cellar?
In the cold cellar.
Okay.
So I realize my feet are cold because we keep talking about it.
Yeah, I just got shivers from it.
I forgot to put my socks on.
Yeah, I would say the gap.
So now we know where something sketchy is.
You know that there's a gap there.
We
The
just have
question
to figure out how to get in
is,
there.
how big is the gap? How far back does the gap go? How far off is this spacing between these two things?
Where does it go?
Yeah, you have to figure. What's gonna have to happen is you're gonna have to get there and actually measure it out and see where this gap could lie. But you do recognize the gap, yeah.
Okay.
I might be able to deduce one extra thing.
Okay.
Because he might remember it, he might not. McCraw, do you remember how big the blocks of stone that they used were?
I mean, they weren't incredibly large. It's mostly a brick house. Yeah, I mean the stone under the for the foundations, jagged at best, from what I saw. It's an old fucking house. What are you trying to ask
Because a lot
specifically?
of times they would build those with like the bigger blocks. Well, the thing is that a lot of the buildings like that, the top will be more like a brick that is smaller, but usually the bottom sections that are more load bearing, they use a larger blocks of like a granite or a stone. The thing is, usually what was it, 2.5 or 3 feet or 5 feet? Like they had certain distances that they would actually cut these to where they cut them the same distance all the time.
Motherfucker.
So what they were working with had a pattern to it, which is why they were able to do it so much quicker.
I would say
So if you know the distance of the blocks, you can rough blueprint.
I would also say that I don't know the answer to that question because the cold cellar was lined with wood, the wine cellar was lined with wood, and the floors have carpets all over them.
Be a dumb question,
a-
but did anyone look
pretty-
under the carpets?
I mean, we looked under the carpets, but I wasn't looking for like block measurements. I was more looking for like trapdoors and whatnot.
Fair enough.
He's probably thinking, "Oh, my bad. I didn't bring my damn measuring tape to measure the blocks."
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, that's the thing that's funny. They didn't have a measuring tape. The blocks were the measuring tape. It's so dumb.
What you think is like, so what you're seeing is there's a gap, and he points to where you pointed. You think there's a gap here.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm correct, I think because the wine cellar of the house, so they weren't that big. Well, the fucking cold cellar was pretty big. Maybe at least where they are potentially side by side, you're looking at 5-10 feet.
Now for a gap to get into an underground cavern.
Yeah.
There we go. That's what I was looking for. Sweet. That way we at least have a lead.
Yeah, I mean, we got somewhere to start looking. Problem is, I've already looked there. I didn't look for what you were looking for, but I think I would have seen it. That's that gap, that 5-foot gap, is in the greeting hall. That gap is the greeting hall for the most part. The greeting hall's a bit bigger than the gap, but that's where that would be.
That's where you're smelling the ethanol.
And that's where I'm smelling the
That's the
ethanol,
run
yeah.
room.
Yeah, we looked for trapdoors all over that fucking bitch.
Do you look for do you look for doors on the outside of the...
Yeah, we looked for ways in from the outside. We
Cool.
looked for ways in from the room itself. We looked for secret levers behind paintings and all sorts of shit.
You look for the normal things that a normal person would think.
I mean, we looked for things that our typical criminal would have, the clever ones.
Where in that room would there be that they could make a gap big enough for the
I mean, what do you mean? What do you mean? Like, you mean underground or like in the room itself? Because it's not a small room; it's a pretty big room. The gap itself from the foundation
Yeah.
falls somewhere in the middle of that room.
Because you have to remember they would have to be able to fit through it. Which means it's not a small thing.
I mean,
What if we're looking at this the wrong way? We're looking at this as though this is the entrance. What if this is the exit? Maybe there's no way to get in there from that room. You can get into that room from there. and not the other way around.
How would that work? Where else would that?
It only opens one direction.
Then where would the entrance be?
The mines.
Yeah, could be in the mines. Yeah.
So,
We looked pretty good in the mines, but it won't hurt to check them again.
because they don't have to. They wouldn't have to actually enter. They wouldn't. Just because it only opens one way doesn't mean it can't be used as an entrance. They would just send someone else to go open it for them.
Yeah.
Or the mechanism that opens it isn't even in the room. Be a smart way to hide it.
Yeah, I mean, it would. Okay. You guys continue kind of theory crafting on that on the road, and we get a couple days into this this journey of yours, and you guys are setting up camp like you do every night, and we get to the point of the first watch. I would like to ask for the first watch to throw me some perception checks, as you would be actively
Which
looking.
is James and Steve, right?
And
That was
James,
first watch?
before
No,
we
we're first watch is you guys, because Dawn.
before we get there though, James said
That's
he
what
would be
have already
looking.
happened. So Dawn is our watch, because that's.
Oh,
Yeah, before we get there, James.
I check for herbs, and I check for what animals track through these lands most often,
Okay. Yep. Give me
using my expert tracker.
give me that roll.
Let's see, what do I use for the roll? Yeah, I gotta make a survival check.
Yeah. And would it be fine for me to use my passive perception for this?
Would you be actively looking or no? If you're on watch, would you be actively on watch?
I mean,
or would
passive perception for being on watch is essentially just taking 10. It's essentially taking 10.
I got a 22.
22 for your survival check. Herbs, you don't. I mean,
Yeah.
you find like. You find a few cooking ingredients, nothing crazy. I would say you don't find anything like deadly or toxic. Nothing that you should be concerned about with consuming. I would also say, in terms of animals that you find throughout the area, you find like deer tracks, like small rabbit burrows here and there. You can even see one of them's kind of been dug into. There's probably a fox or two lying around, and you probably see some like some signs of like wolf activity.
I'm just gonna make sure no one's tracking towards our camp so we don't get surprised in the middle of the night.
How would you manage to
And then I'm gonna let the people on first watch. So to see like if the wolves are constantly walking through that area where our camp's gonna be.
I would say you're in a
If
pretty
they're not,
high
if
traffic
it's like
area.
one or two tracks, it's not a common thing.
No, I would say it's a fairly high
But I'm
traffic
gonna
area.
let the first watch just know the animals that are coming through, and let her know how to chance it.
Okay. So Corey, you said it's taking 10 if you choose
me and-
your passive. Explain that to me.
Yeah. So if you're doing something slowly methodical to where you're doing it just essentially being careful on it, to where you take 10, so instead of rolling the d20, it's just a 10 on there.
So you're just
You're not going to succeed really super well, but you're not botching your job. You're being careful, but you're not overexerting yourself either.
So you're just basically passive watching, so just enough to use your passive perception. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Okay. All right. So what's
I'm
your
keeping
passive?
an eye open, but I don't have like any exceptional skills at just being like 14.
And what did your other watch member roll?
I'm actively watching. I got a 5.
This is why, since there's two of us, I felt like that was a decent choice. I'm glad we went with.
I have a +0 to my perception. It's just a straight.
From last campaign, Jesus. Yeah, you were like what, a +8, +9?
On the bright side, if there's more than one thing,
Yeah, +8 perception. Yeah.
the thing is if there's like 3 things and they all roll higher than my passive perception, I probably wasn't seeing them anyway.
Yeah, that's
If there's
fair.
3 things and any of them, yeah.
That's a fair guesstimation. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is
I see everything. So
we are going to go ahead and switch over to
Foundry.
Foundry. I'm about to send
Oh,
you
God.
guys a link.
fuck. Fucking
I
hate this
still
shit.
have it from last time because it was still in the channel.
I think the link might have changed.
I've actually
If-
had it open.
Oh, you've had it open.
fucking 5.
Okay, so then
So-
the link still works then.
I've had it open.
I can choose. I can 2 tool proficiencies and 2 skill proficiencies in my
Yes.
class.
Yes.
I didn't know about.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll end up doing that now.
Yeah, go ahead and put those into
Yeah,
place.
One's
I
gonna
don't
be loot. One's gonna be the loot, for obvious reasons.
They're
One's
gonna do the
be-
drums and the guitar. No,
No, the
loot.
loot's an obvious one, even though it doesn't really have a whole lot to do with what I need to do. But you know, and then another one's gonna be.
God, I hate not
Yeah.
having
This came out really good.
fucking perception. It's so fucking bad.
Yeah.
So,
I still need to seal this.
what
Don't
do
let me
I?
forget to do
So
that.
proficient and loot, and I'm now proficient in loot and forgery.
Loot and forgery. Okay.
Somehow I knew McGraw was gonna be the one that's just like, I'm sleeping in the frickin' wagon. Wake me if you need me.
What? What do you mean?
I was not disappointed.
At least I have my armor on.
At least you
That
have
is
your
true.
armor on. That is a fair point.
Is the reason you got a 5 because you like looked down at your armor and became so enamored at looking at your armor? The 5 is just the reflection off
I'm
of
basically
it.
just like cleaning my armor with the oil that you gave me. Instead of
And
my
I
sweat.
have 2 proficiencies in my class, and I did stealth and performance. So I just add 3 to those, right?
You
Yes.
add your
Yes, it's your proficiency modifier.
proficiency to him, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It should be
Okay,
what,
so
2
that's
for this level?
2. Yep, 2. So I'm gonna decrease those down to 2. Perfect. Okay. So stealth and performance are now upgraded. Sweet. That makes me a little more, a little better. And I did not take calligraphy or whatever that
Cartography.
was. Cartography. Yeah, cartography. I
Calligraphy.
took forgery instead. Because I mean,
The math
would
is
have-
what I says it says.
I coming from a high-born area, I need to forge my signature on it. Forge my parents' signature on a few different things.
I didn't
I
take
like it.
perception. I took dozing off.
Took dosing off.
That's a military skill right
I'm
there.
proficient
Sleep
at
anywhere.
sleeping.
Yeah.
Actually, that's
joke,
that's not
but
bad. Yeah,
Could-
that's-
could- if
that's
you
a
put your
military
skill
thing.
into
Like
it-
we could sleep literally anywhere. That's why I was kind of worried. That's why I was kind of like, really, we couldn't sleep in plate armor because when I was in Buds, I could sleep pretty much anywhere.
You
and-
can
and do
full
anything.
pack sleep. Plate armor, it's because of how cold it gets.
Yeah.
Because that thing is just a thermal
Okay.
sink. They suck so
Okay.
much.
Yeah.
Sure.
I will say.
you ever had
um,
You
good?
can wear
Loading.
leathers and stuff under them to kind of counteract it somewhat, but then it ain't good.
All right, so everyone that can go ahead
Mine's not
and
loading.
switch over
We
to
lost him.
Foundry. I
Your camera's dead.
I turned my camera off on purpose.
Okay. So that we can't see you smugly looking at what's about to kill us?
What? No.
So we should turn our cameras off also?
You can if you'd like to save
Yes, I'll turn our
bandwidth,
camera off.
but you will be getting back on them after this
Oh,
fight.
yeah.
I'm
now
gonna
that
turn it
you
off
say
until I get
that.
in.
Yep. So
Okay.
everyone try and go ahead and load
Oh, James is
into
already
it.
sleeping, so.
Waiting for the system to load.
Yeah, this is awesome. Everything is awesome.
All right, I got James and Corey.
I'm gonna go use the restroom while my shit loads.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, go for me too, would you?
I will.
Oh, what's the, let's see. What's the password?
117.
What's the password?
117.
You guys have to tell me every time. You guys will have to tell me every time.
I mean, I just put it into the where it just automatically filled it out for me.
It doesn't give me the option anymore on this one. I think it's being blocked by somehow because it's just a random IP address.
So are you saying you're not able to get in?
I am. Yes.
You're
Yes. It says
There you go.
330,000
in? Okay, you're in.
slash game.
You just popped up.
Here I am. It's just a gray screen. Just a gray screen.
Yeah, I got a gray screen too.
You-
I'm just look. Oh, wait, here you go. He's
Come
in
on.
It's not very
configuration,
bad.
James.
Where did I put it? Oh, it's
Can't.
in front.
Site session 2 loading.
Okay. I'm missing dice. Wonder whose fault that could be.
I'm blaming the cat.
It's the cat's fault also.
Are you gonna ask us first where we were sleeping?
Yes, we'll get to that once everyone's in. Yeah.
Okay. Because I gotta look
I'm
at this
gonna turn the light on.
picture to see
Be
which
right back.
tent. I'm pretty sure we're all gonna be sleeping in tents this time since it's.
You guys are well supplied, so
you
I
know what
wouldn't
they say about
surprise.
camping?
Wouldn't surprise.
It's
me.
intense.
It's intense. Shut the fuck up.
I wish I could have seen his face for that. I've made enough terrible jokes, though, that I've seen his face for those.
Yeah, it's real bad.
Player color. Let's see. I want to be. Oh, brown
Very
would be
best.
nice. Yeah. My pronouns.
There are no tokens on
What are
the
my
screen
pronouns?
given.
Cat. That's my pronoun.
AH64.
Character. Color. Save.
Hey, do you
player
have me a
configuration.
token on the
Yeah, you're
for
on
the
there.
campsite?
Loading.
Can you not see anything?
Loading.
Because I'm not seeing my my token.
Ooh, ooh,
Yeah,
ooh.
no.
Whenever
That's
you were first
nothing.
choosing, did you choose your character?
Hold on one second. Let me configure your ownership real quick. You might, for some reason, it might have taken it away. Yeah, it took yours away. Okay, give me one sec.
God damn it. I
All
turn
right.
on my camera and it loads super
All right.
slow again.
You're in.
Here we go.
I need to get your bear on
All
the
right, we
field.
see who the favored characters are. Everyone else is a red shirt.
I need to get your bear in.
Okay, yeah, I can move my character. I'm just gonna stick with what I got.
The Bernstein Bears.
Just choked in my gum.
Well, don't do that.
Fuck.
That's bad.
Hey Nate,
Yeah.
are you in a trade right now?
In a trade right now? No.
Yeah, are you trading? Okay. Just making sure.
All right. Is everyone in?
That's your turn. Just one board.
I'm on a black screen.
You're on a black screen.
It says I'm not loading anymore, but it says I'm also not.
It says loading campsite 2, 98%.
Okay, give
Hey,
me
is
one
there any way you can give me control of my bear?
Your bear should be in your ownership now. Nate, you have ownership of your character.
That'd be mean. You just make him do a handle animal check every single time he wants to control his bear.
Well, I'll have to have him move the bear around for me because it's not letting me.
Nate, you can't see anything?
I mean, it doesn't say I'm loading, but at the same time, it doesn't look like I should be here.
What do you mean?
Like I'm on a checkered screen. Here, I'll screen share. Doesn't say I'm loading, so I mean, but also shouldn't look like this.
What should you look like?
I'm screen sharing.
That's hold on, I gotta let me get it up for me.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
You can't get it out
Ermengarde,
from me?
Becky.
You can't
look
get
at
it
her
out from
butt.
me?
It's taking forever
Yeah,
for
it
me to
doesn't say
load
I'm
your
loading.
string.
Just says the loading campsite session 2.
Okay, so that's
Says-
your screen. So
Just says that. That's it.
Have you tried refreshing?
Yeah,
Me?
I would
I can refresh
like-
again, see if it works. I'll do it.
Yeah, you refresh, Nate. Steve, you keep loading. As in,
I'll refresh right now.
Okay.
Oh shit. Just no. Hey, look. Hey, there's something happening. My screen is white.
Yeah, that's how my screen
Oh.
was for a long time
It's
right
gray.
here.
Now it's gray.
Okay,
Mm.
progress.
Hi
Progress.
baby. Hi baby. Hi baby. Hi baby. Hey. Girl say. Girl say. Hey baby.
Nate,
hey baby.
Close
hey.
out and
It has
click the
been
link
so
again.
long since I've heard that song.
But
Now it's not doing anything for me.
Which web browsers are?
Alright,
Which
now
web
we're back
browser
at
are you
this.
using?
I don't know. Using something Edge.
I'm using Edge.
I'm also
I'm gonna
doing the
leave
same.
that obvious joke where it belongs on the ground.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Campaign 2. Campaign 2. Campaign 2. And now it's just not secure. To the site.
Let's see if I'm watching Nate's loading to see if it works.
I mean, it's the same thing. It's not stop loading.
Stop
so
loading. Yeah, I don't understand why it's doing that. Let me refresh the length.
Well, mine's set like that for just a little while before it gave me like a configuration.
I mean, it's not the link because I got into the session. I clicked
Yeah.
my name and I loaded in.
But
It's
yeah,
just I'm
mine
on-
set that same way for a while before it finally did something.
Hey, it's white again. Let's see. Now it's gray. Okay. 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 Foundry Virtual Desktop.
While this is happening, I'm gonna start. I'm guessing battle music.
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet, Nate. God.
I didn't start it yet.
Oh, my
Not
thinking music's gone.
Yet.
James, you don't have control over your bear. Try again.
Ooh.
There's your music pick.
No. I don't have control over my bear.
Give me one sec. Says
Yeah,
you have
can't
says
move
you
it.
have ownership privileges, but it doesn't. For some reason, it's not letting you move it, which is weird.
Yep, I can move my character, but I can't move the bear.
Oh,
Like I said, I mean
loaded.
that's
Oh,
not
here we
too
go.
big of a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it just takes a while. I can just ping that where I want you to move my bear, so it's not that big.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes. Yes.
Good deal.
Yes. Yes.
Wunderbar.
I'm not sure if I have my person.
I'll give it a
Well, I
second.
you
haven't
got
loaded
that.
yet. Yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't
it's
loaded.
gotta.
Yeah, it's You should all have configured ownership at this point. Though I don't know why your bear's not working, James.
Hey.
Hi.
Yeah, like I said, that's not a big deal. I could just you can see my pings on the map, right?
Yes. Okay. So is everyone in?
Okay. Yeah, I could just ping you where I want the bear to move.
I'm at 98%.
97%.
Okay, you two are still loading. Corey,
100%.
Corey and James, put yourselves where you would like to be.
125%.
I'm sleeping, so I'm fine where I'm at. I'm in a tent.
So I probably
James, your
would've-
character is not in a tent
I
right
want my
now.
bear right here, though.
How?
James, your
You're on
character.
My
watch.
character's right here.
Your character's over
He's not
here.
on watch. I'm on watch. Me and Noah
Oh.
are
I'm
on
so
watch.
confused because my character, no, he is not over there.
There we go.
Yeah, his character's not up there.
Okay,
James' character is over here.
I just moved it back. Is it good now? Yep. Okay. that's where you
He
are.
hasn't moved from where he's been, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. So
Yeah. It's sitting right here.
so
Forget about it.
everyone else, move your characters where you would like them to have been.
I don't have access over mine. Get.
It's okay, I'm using a superior officer. It's a meat shield for my back.
Click your character, and you can't.
So how would?
How I?
Because I'm pretty sure Nil would have positioned me where he would have wanted me to be because he's smarter than me, so he understands that more.
I would
Would you have
probably
just-
honestly have you to where your back is to one of the sleeping guys, to where you're covering a different angle than where I'm looking.
Well, wouldn't you put him
So
just
I'd
next to the bell?
probably have you over, like over here.
I can't
You
see,
went ju-
so
You wouldn't just put him next to the bell, so you see something, you can just yell it out and he can ring it.
I hate how this plan is just planning for failure in advance.
you would literally wake up to me screaming in rage. So I'm not sure if our watch would need the bell, and he would be exploding shit. So I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, you do have explosives, don't you?
Uh-huh.
And
I
I'm gonna
have
be
subtlety.
screaming as loud as I can. So
Yeah.
Is everyone in
if
here?
you're not waking up from that, you're not waking up from a bell. I'm at 98%.
Yeah, that's gonna be truthful right there.
You're at 99,
98.
98. Steve,
I'm 100.
you're good.
Hundo.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so we're just waiting on Nate. Nate, kill your camera.
There's always that last one. Dang, man, since he doesn't want to see your face.
But I'll do this as well. Be right back.
Well, this is going slower than it ever has before. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of fucking nuts. And not in a good way.
Yeah. In the future,
They,
you just haven't found
they
that
got
pulled
new
up
internet,
for
I do
doing
believe.
maps.
They got shittier internet. I want to say.
It's not loading any faster. I'm back.
Doing everything you can, no change.
Yeah. They've literally closed literally everything out.
Yeah, it's Foundry itself. It's not.
I'm not aware of why it's taking so long. It's never really done this before. Like, it's been slow before, but never this slow.
I had to go up in the not secure little tab and then make everything available. In order for it to load for me.
Ooh, I get the fancy.
Settings, allowed third-party cookies.
Helicopter, helicopter.
Boom. Learn more.
Went ahead and looked at the whole map real quick just to
Cookies.
get a little bit of a cheat going.
Manage. Like, why is it taking so long?
We've got royal purple, plum purple, teal, and green. Where's that?
She
Nope,
said
that's over
not
now.
short.
Haha, I changed your color.
Oh no, your campsite
No.
exploded.
Whole screen
Oh,
is
God.
purple now.
Oh no, the horse farted. This is the area of effect.
Can you just screen share, Mozzie? And I'll just watch off of
Oh
that?
god, I
Or
just
what is-
No,
realized,
I
where's the
can't. I
horse?
can't. No.
Or can someone else screen share? Whoever has like really good internet or whatever. Screen share until I'm in, so I don't
Yeah, that's
hold
works.
up everything.
Yeah, I can screen share. That's not gonna affect me that bad.
'Cause I don't want to fucking sit here for another hour for 2%.
no.
Thank you.
Stop putting down your
No
bombs.
I
problem.
will
Pick
let
them
you
up.
know when my shit is.
Someone was putting down their bombs.
I'm sorry, I was
You can
just
say
excited.
that.
I was getting ready.
Stop littering my map. You're gonna give
I
us
picked
bad
him up. Oh god.
ping.
Oh god. Oh god. I can't take him up.
Whoa!
How do I take him up?
What is that?
You gotta
I
click
don't
it and then
know.
click the X on it. There you go. Alright, I'm here on his thing.
Are you someone else doing this? Or am I?
I did it. You're welcome.
Okay. Someone else did, I think. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. I have no clue what was happening.
So we've got our checks
Alright.
in. The best roll you guys have is a 14. So what I need is initiatives from who's on. It's Corey and Nate. I need Nil and Thaddeus's initiatives.
Oh boy. Do we add anything to initiative in 5e for this?
Your initiative?
Just whatever your initiative is.
Just whatever your initiative is. So it's your
Initiative.
dexterity bonus.
Okay. Making sure that. Or, you know what might help?
I'll let you know when to
Is
play
if
the
I knew
music,
where my
Nate.
D20 went.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll find it eventually.
Okay, well you go find out. I'm gonna wash my hands.
Initiative
real quick.
gonna be-
And eventually I will roll higher than a 5 this session.
Jesus, that was some
Did you roll another 5?
Yeah. I rolled a
Is that
3, but I'm
with
plus
the
2.
initi-
So
Oof.
would you like fast pace or slow pace battle?
Slow pace is fine. I'll let you know when to play it.
Well, I got my orange one.
I'll let you know when I want to play it.
I wanted to use my other one.
I'm
Alright,
in!
pretty good,
Oh my god, I'm in! You can end your
Uh,
screen share.
I got a 9.
Sweet.
You got a 9?
finally.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Do you know why? Do you see why I was trying to find the other one?
All right. Cool.
So,
We have initiatives.
We're fucked.
So okay. On.
So he was.
Okay. So,
So I would have been here then.
go ahead.
I would have been back to back with James.
Okay.
Because he said I was back to back with someone else. So
And then, are you comfortable where you're at, Corey?
With my back to the cart and kind of Alaric as well, yeah.
Okay.
Is that a hill we're next to?
There's some hill-ish.
That rocky area?
That rocky area to the. That's the road.
Okay, that's the
Gosh.
road. Making sure.
Okay.
Plebe.
I gotta find that other.
but did you not
D20.
know it was a road?
This one doesn't like me.
All right. Well, you can go ahead and start that music because you guys aren't getting to go first. Yeah, this is gonna be really bad for some
How long
of you.
before the characters that need to wake up?
Well, unfortunately, because of the very poor perception rolls and because of the very poor initiative rolls,
Hey, for
unfortunately,
level 3, 14 is fine.
I think we're gonna be sitting, unfortunately, at a surprise round for the enemy. Yeah, this is not good. Yeah, so we will start with Nil. As you're sitting and kind of on watch, you do manage to hear some footsteps behind you, behind the cart. And as you're kind of turning around and seeing a wolf over here and a wolf over here, you begin to hear snarling and snapping as Thaddeus is being attacked by several more. So we will get to that now.
Can I use a reaction move? Or not move, but can I just reaction
So,
and kick Alaric?
Yeah, we're dead.
let me think about
That's not that many wolves.
A lot of wolves.
They're gonna have
Oh,
2
let
rounds
me
on
zoom
me
out
with
real
no
quick.
rage, so I'm fucked.
Oh. Yeah, that's not good. Oh
That's
god.
a lot of wolves. On the bright side, you're wearing your armor.
We're level 1. How many wolves can we take on level 1?
Level 3, level 3.
We're level 3.
Oh god, level 3. Yeah. How
Even
many wolves
better.
can we take on at level 3?
The question is, how many wolves can we take on before we die at level
How many?
3?
Yeah.
So,
How many wolves
Never
can
mind.
miss?
So here's one issue. They go first. So let's do some measurement.
How did a 14 not catch a single one of these?
They all. So okay, so you caught these two in the back here because they rolled 10s on their stealth because of their grouping. So basically, I did groupings and then I did the average stealth roll between everyone in the group. Their average was a 10. Everyone else's average was a 17 because of where they're spaced and how they were
What the
grouped.
fuck?
Yeah.
Our group, we really should have
I
kept
rolled-
the best watch first.
They
I
have
rolled
plus
like a
4.
25.
Yeah. No. Minus 20.
Statistically, we were not making this roll.
Not at all.
So, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start what moves first. Ooh. Let me cancel that real
I think
quick.
that was like a 30% chance for me to catch them.
Alright, so this wolf runs up. This is the one who starts it, and he is going to make some attacks onto
Jesus.
your bear. They're not slow. Oh, he's not that fast, though. He's not that fast. I gave him extra speed. Whoopsie. Let's put him
Run
back.
away.
Let's put him back right here. So he actually doesn't get here. And then he'll have to double move using his action to do that. So that's where he ends up.
Are they barking or anything? Because they are wolves. They're gonna bark when they start coming in.
He said growling.
I would say growling and
Snapping.
snapping is the first noise you hear. Snacking. And wolves don't often bark, by the way.
They howl.
Oh,
They howl, they bark.
Oh, no, I'm
River,
wrong. The
river.
dire wolf does make that movement. It's the regular wolves that are slower. So he does actually make it there to attack your bear. And he is going to make...
Oh, the bigger ones are dire wolves. Oh god.
So yeah, this one's gonna come up and try and hit
I'm
your
up.
bear. What's your bear's armor class?
Oh, my bear's probably gonna die. 24.
His armor class
24.
is
Armor class?
24.
Pet wolf now, though.
There's,
Yeah, it's 13 plus the natural armor, so.
that is not remotely possible.
Hold on.
I'm looking at my
My
paper
natural-
now. Armor
My
class
natural
13
armor is like
plus
35.
natural armor.
I'll pull up Masters
Yeah.
of Mundane. There's
Really?
no way.
What scrubs?
No.
I'm at 103.
Yeah, there's literally no way that a bear has an armor
Let's
class
see,
of
right.
24.
You
I
gave me
identify as a
brown
bear.
round.
I identify as a helicopter. I'm gonna start flying now. Appreciate it.
Identify as a statistical anomaly.
Their natural armor class is 11, and then they told me to add 13, so I added 13.
No, that's... Give me a minute. I'll pull it up.
Armor class on a brown bear is 11. It
That's
is
their natural.
armor.
Yep, and then they
Natural armor is
said,
the type.
yeah, they said armor class 13 plus natural armor.
Give me 1 sec. I'll pull it
I
up.
think that means that it is 13. and
Natural
it is
armor,
natural armor.
as in like the armor you put on it.
Okay, so
Maybe.
Beast
This is
of
natural
the Land is 13 plus proficient plus it's their armor class is 13 plus their proficiency bonus, and that number is their natural armor, not plus their natural. So you add 13 plus their proficiency bonus. It's or plus your
Okay, so plus the
proficiency. It'd be 16.
16.
16? You mean, wait, is he at a 3?
Yeah, everyone's proficiency
For my
bonus should be 3.
proficiency?
Mine's listed as proficiency bonus is 2.
Mine's 2 as well. Yeah.
Mine's 2.
Yeah,
Okay, well then it's 15.
Yeah.
It's 15.
15. 15.
yeah.
Okay, so that
15,
attack
okay.
that attack does hit. You said 24. I was like, what the fuck?
Like, damn, I'm getting bear
I mean,
armor.
So that attack does
that's
hit.
what the thing said. It's the natural armor, so I was like, oh, okay.
Your bear needs to make a strength saving throw.
Natural 81 for 87.
Yeah, it's a strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
17 plus. What was my bear strength? I forgot.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You passed.
Yeah, because he's got a plus 2 to strength, so.
So your bear takes 5 points of damage from that wolf coming in, and then we start moving in. So this wolf has the movement. This one. Yes, they all have the movement. So we go.
So essentially, keeping watch does nothing when they can move so fast that once they're in line of sight, they're already on you.
Unless you can see him coming and get the first shots off, yeah.
We don't have dark vision.
All right, so
We
this
do
one.
not have dark vision.
This one makes it
Like-
to here,
Spotting these was never a real option, I don't think.
and this one makes it to here. And so I'm gonna
Wolf
roll
I'll
the.
be fine.
I'll roll the attack for the big one. Your armor class, Stadius.
20.
Okay, it fails to hit you, and then the 3 little wolves are gonna try and hit you. Because of pack tactics, they all have advantage. They have a +5 to hit. So these 3 attacks, that one hits. Those 2 are gonna go for advantage. Your armor class is 20, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they all manage to hit, and it's going to... Oh, sorry, James, your bear doesn't take as little damage as I thought. I mixed up the sheets. Give me 1 second. Your bear actually takes... it actually takes 7 points of damage, yeah. And then... there we go. Okay, I got a big lag spike for a second there. And then,
But you got that second character ready.
16.
Right?
Oh, Jesus Christ. You're gonna take 26 points of damage from all these wolves.
Wow.
Oh my god, that almost one-shot me if it was me.
This one is gonna have to
Ah,
double
that-
move. This one is going to have to double move as well. Probably having to go here and then around to get to the campfire. So he'll come here. He'll come here. And he will come here. And then this one's behind Nil is going to jump up onto the wheel and then jump and snap at you, Nil, followed by... I think this one might actually not make it. Yeah, this one doesn't actually
This
make
fucker's
it.
doing acrobatics over here.
Does he have to do like a dexterity save for
Acrobatics?
I mean,
jumping on a
Wirko's dead.
wheel?
If 3 do 26 damage,
That was a really high roll.
just dead.
That was actually a
We
really
don't
high
have
roll.
enough action economy
Does he have to do an
end up-
acrobatics? Does he have to do an acrobatics check for jumping up on a wheel with
Oh.
4 paws?
Oh.
Is this dog trained? Dog trained?
And this is the prize round, so they have another turn.
This dog is.
I-
I would actually say no.
I
This,
mean,
is, not,
through
this,
the,
is, this is not a surprise round because 2 of them got
He's
detected.
been to Germany.
2 of them got detected beforehand. So no, I don't think this actually classifies as a surprise round. Basically, 2 got detected, and then the rest went. And so, only one of them's gonna get to attack you. Nail, what's your armor class?
I have an AC of.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It hits. Oh, what
I
is
have an
it?
AC of 13.
Okay, you take 6 points of damage from the 1, and now
Don't think we're living through this at the current rate.
Yeah, I mean,
we are going to switch over to
Because they're not missing, it seems like.
And it
Plus
seems like
5.
there's 2 big ones right there that seem to be, unless James has some weird thing up his sleeve where he can talk to animals and be like, hey, we're friends, don't eat us. And the dog's like, oh, we didn't know that. Bye.
So I need initiative from all our other sleepers at this point, because at this point everyone else is waking up.
Yeah, I
23.
kicked Alaric with my reaction during my.
No, you didn't.
But. What, do we not have that?
oh, and he doesn't
Reaction-
have his armor on right now.
Reaction
as well.
kick is not a
So-
thing.
We don't
did you
have
hear me?
reactions?
You have reactions, you just don't have a reaction kick. You can't freely use reactions like that in 5e
Did you hear
system.
me?
Yeah, you got a 23, James. Corey is sitting on a 9. Nate is sitting on a 5. Steve is sitting on a what?
So what?
What's your initiative?
Initiative. 20.
20. Very good, Steve.
16 plus 4.
Bro, our first group went really bad.
Okay, so all those who actually have the highest initiative now get to go. So we're gonna start with oh, hold on, let me roll McGraw. McGraw got a 21.
I feel like there should
we're
be
sta-
more blood in the road here.
All right, we're gonna start with James. James, you're highest in the initiative going forward. So go for it.
Find the alpha. Challenge him.
30. Move here.
Run away.
And I'm gonna start helping out Thaddeus by shooting some of these wolves off of him.
Okay.
And honestly, just leave me be. I'm dead. I'm the
Find
last
the
in the
alpha.
initiative,
Find
and
the
they all go
alpha.
ahead of me. So. I'm
They've,
just dead.
they've already all gone, Nate,
Oh,
so
good.
you're good. At least for one more round.
I get 1 attack, so let's do this.
I mean, I might be able to pull some off of you depending on what happens over here.
Does a 14 hit?
Are you shooting a regular wolf? Or are you shooting the dire?
Yeah.
Actually, it hits both. The dire wolf armor class is 14. Wolf armor class is 13.
Like I said, I'm shooting these little wolves off of him so he can at least move if he needs to.
Yeah.
So I'll say I'm targeting this one.
Okay.
There you go. Let's see. So 14, and I'm gonna do 8 damage.
Is that what you said?
6 plus. I'm trying to figure out what I had to plus.
Should be your strength modifier. Is it a two-hander?
Strength and proficiency.
Pretty sure it's
I don't know
Dex.
if that
Or
matters.
no,
in
dex
5e.
and actually this is dex and proficiency. You should have put that on your sheet already.
Well, yeah, bows are Dex.
Okay, yeah, I did 6 damage.
You did 6. You don't have any bonuses.
How tall are these wolves?
Not that I'm showing.
You should. Okay. What's your dex modifier?
Dex modifier is 4.
Okay, so you're doing 10 damage.
10 damage.
You have a +4 for dex. You'd modify. You don't. I don't think you add proficiency to damage. I think you just add modifiers from stats. So yeah, you do 10 damage to that wolf. What did you ask, Steve?
How tall are the wolves?
So the smaller ones are roughly the size of like a German Shepherd, maybe a little bigger than a German Shepherd, and the big ones are like straight up like 10 feet tall. These are big fucking wolves. The two dire wolves.
Okay, and this is a typical wagon, like that's like 4 feet off the ground.
This wagon is, well, if you count the cloth, if you could actually manage to get up there and not break the structure and fall through,
No.
you'd probably be out of reach. But if you're going just into the cart, no, they can
No,
get
I'm
you.
talking about like the platform.
Yeah, the platform, they can get to you.
Well, how tall is the platform?
Platform is
How
probably
tall is the platform though?
about 4 feet is a good way to put it. Yeah.
Okay. So if I were to push Nil back into the cart and had my plate armor in the front of the cart, then as big as a German Shepherd, they won't be able to reach. Just the regular wolves, but the dire wolves could reach. Right.
I mean, they can jump in. They'd have to make a
Or if I
check.
have the plate armor set up,
Oh, if you're putting it in front of them and you're trying to
Yeah,
hold them,
okay.
using it as like a shield,
yeah.
they'd have to make a check. Yeah, they'd have to make a
Yeah.
check to get past it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, is that
And
all
then-
your turn?
okay.
James, your bear has to go.
I would say just go for killing
No,
them
yeah,
right
I
now.
was
You don't
waiting.
have to worry about me as
I'm just
much
waiting.
yet.
Yeah, your bear shares your initiative.
Yeah, no,
Because
I was
McGraw's
waiting.
in the cart also.
Okay. So my bear is gonna do a melee attack. And hit the one in front of him. Is the target larger or smaller?
Then you?
Than the bear.
Bigger than the bear.
If it's the dire wolf,
It's bigger than the bear.
yeah.
Okay. Uh, 11 misses, so.
Okay. Alright, then we move on to McGraw. It's McGraw's turn now. What's McGraw's speed? McGraw's speed is not showing me. Where did I put it? Should be just in regular abilities, but it's not actually showing up.
Base speed's 30. If he's
Yeah.
the same level as us.
Yeah, I know base speed's 30.
I
I
mean,
think
he
he
has
has.
the other
I think
bonuses.
he has a bonus though. I think he's at 40. So, yeah, McGraw's gonna fucking start moving. So let's get some measuring done.
He's laying down, right? So half movement up.
Half movement up. So he'll have to come to here, unfortunately.
Oh no, I have backup. How unfortunate.
I would say he's going to have to. Let's see, where is it? He's gonna bonus action Step of the Wind. And head this way. After he steps out and kind of takes an accounting of how bad Homeboy is surrounded, he'll burn a bonus action to do that, and he'll run over there and slip on what someone accurately predicted last session, his brass knuckles, and throw a few bows at this this wolf here. So that hits. That hits. He he runs over and does basically like a little flying kick and shoves his foot so violently down this wolf's throat that it splits its jaw and it dies. Outright. It is dead.
Dead.
It's dead. And that is McGraw's turn, and we move over to Steve's turn.
Okay. I am in the tent, so I'm not in direct combat with this wolf right here beside me, right?
Technically, no. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I will come around to the backside of this wolf.
Okay.
With my plate armor. Oh, how do I move myself? There we go. And unleash some hurting on this guy. Let's see. You said it takes a whole action to put my armor on, my plate on.
To get to half plate, it takes an action. Yeah.
Okay. And then I don't get a bonus action. Let's see, bonus for weapon attack. Action surge. Does that mean I get a bonus action? What does that mean?
Action surge is something that allows you to take a second action.
Second action. Okay.
So once
I only get one of
per
those.
long rest. Yeah.
Yeah, and we long rest every 24 hours or
Yes.
long rest?
Every 24.
Okay. Then I will. What's flare do again? Let's see. Flare. Once on each of your turns, you can take a charisma form strike bonus action plus attack DC rate percent. Your choice. Okay, gain a +1 to weapon attack, +1 armor class against the target's attacks. +1 to save throws. Okay, yeah. So I'll do as a bonus action before I put my stuff. Or I'm not gonna put my stuff on this turn. Bonus action, flare, and then make a performance check.
Okay.
Real quick. Oh, 19, natural 19 plus 5, so 24. And basically it says that equals the passive perception of a creature within 30 feet of you. They can see you.
Uh-huh.
On success, you gain the following benefits. I'm gonna choose +1 bonus to weapon attack, or +1 bonus to armor class.
Okay.
So I'm gonna add 1+ to my bonus, or 1+ to my armor, and then I'm going to attack
Okay.
this thingy.
Okay.
Let's see. Where's it? There it is. So I'm going to use. I'm actually going to. How hurt does this dire wolf over here look?
Not hurt at all.
The big one.
Not hurt.
Is that the alpha? Would I think that's alpha?
It's probably one of them.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take a javelin, and actually no, I'm gonna take a longbow and shoot it at this motherfucker.
Okay.
It's that's a 22 to hit.
Yeah, you definitely hit.
Okay. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Where's the 8? Where's the 8? There's 6. This is not the 8. So I got 8. So 4 plus 4 is 8. And I attacked that dire wolf with an arrow. Could I have aimed for like its eye or its nose or something? While doing that?
I mean, you'd have had to roll a nat
forgot-
20 to
I
set
forgot to
something
say
off
that
like
beforehand, but
that. To set something like that
I
off,
just
you,
raise that DC.
yeah, that's right. That would raise a DC.
Right.
Yeah. You'd have hit him. I mean, yeah, you could have probably hit him in the eye. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. I'll hit him in the eye with an arrow.
Okay.
Boink!
Yeah. You hit him.
Right
Yeah.
in the eye. Right in the brainium.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Does
we
that
move.
cause any extra damage to him?
No extra
Can I
damage.
see him? No.
Does
Does
that
he-
affect his next attack though?
But he might have disadvantage on his next attack.
You've yet to see the effects. Corey, it is your turn.
Yay! The two next to me are perfectly healthy still, aren't they?
Yes.
That is unfortunate. I think we're just gonna go kind of, very simple here. We're gonna aim for this one right here,
Okay.
with Mandrake Root. So it needs to make a saving throw, a Wisdom saving throw. DC 15.
Wisdom save DC 15. It fails.
Alright, it is 2d10 of damage.
Okay.
Boys. Damn.
I rolled double ones.
Takes 2 damage.
Wow.
Ah! Yeah.
I didn't mix that quite right. Damn it.
I have bad rolls. It is a thing. Which is why I'm still looking for the dice that don't suck.
Okay. Well, is that your turn?
Can I move into the wagon without invoking any penalties or anything bad happening?
As long as you stay at the corner, if you go right here, yes.
So I'm fine right there.
Yes.
Okay. On the bright side, this one just got a face full of psychedelics, though.
Is there any external effects on that, or is it just the damage?
It's anything extra.
Okay. Well then,
It just needs to not roll snake eyes.
with that being said, I think we will go ahead and move on to Nate.
I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
Yes.
And then I'm going to try to hit one.
Okay, which one?
Hit the big one.
The one.
I
So-
think we've gone over this during training. You always go for the alphas, the big ones, right? I think we've done.
I mean, it's up
Yeah, I
to
mean,
him.
I'll go for the alpha. But
Yeah.
natural 2 for 9. So, that's that.
Don't you get advantage with rage?
No, that's reckless attack, which
Okay.
I'm not doing since I'm low HP.
Okay, well, yeah. No, yeah, definitely don't hit. Is that, and so you rage, so you're taking half damage from now on.
Yep.
And we will move on from you back to the top of the initiative. Now that we are fully in the turn, we will start at the very top of the initiative with James again.
Gonna shoot this wolf.
Okay.
Let's see, can I even hit it?
Should he be shooting at the wolf over here because it's not actually in melee, so he doesn't take a penalty? Or does he have the thing that he
Or-
doesn't need to take a penalty?
Or
He doesn't take a
the
penalty
training
regardless.
thing that we just talked about.
He doesn't take the
Shooting.
penalty regardless. That's not how
Oh.
5e works.
Actually, I'm gonna shoot the alpha because I gotta do a special thing.
He takes a penalty if he's engaged with it if he's shooting it.
Ah.
Yeah.
About the guy 30 feet. So he's
Oh, but I miss.
Okay.
And my bear's gonna
Did you
attack.
want to lay down and give yourself advantage?
I thought you took that away from us this time.
No,
It just takes half your movement.
just takes
And then
half
have
your
to
Oh
move to get
shit,
up.
yeah, I would have laid down then. I thought you said last time you were gonna take that away because it didn't work right.
There probably will be some adjustment to it later, but I don't think I'm gonna fully take it away.
Oh, okay, then I would have laid down. So
It's
I guess
also advantage if they attack you when you're laying down.
Yeah,
So
they'll get
it's-
advantage on you.
Doesn't matter, I still miss. I rolled a fucking 5 and a 2.
Okay. Then we move away from James,
You're
and
dead.
we go to Investigator McCraw, who is going
My
to
bear.
move. Oh yeah, your bear. Sorry. Go bear, go.
Hit better than me. It got a 5-2. Fucking me.
Okay.
It missed.
All right. So now we go to Investigator McCraw. He is going to punch this one above him twice, and then he's going to Fury of Blows onto this one for another key point. So
Wait, how many are there up there? Because I only see one.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5
Jesus.
that are around me that are probably gonna go to me.
I don't
Um,
see any of those. I just see one right above you.
There's 2 above me, 1 to the right of me, 1 alpha below him, and 1 small one below the alpha.
Oh, I see the one above you. And then I see the one to the right.
okay, he hits with both
And
of
the
those
alpha and
attacks.
the string of wolves underneath.
This wolf gets punched out, and then the attack on the other wolf. I actually don't think that one. No, that one does just hit. It does just hit. And that one is not. No, it is. Nope, it's not dead. It's barely alive. And that is McGraw's
Are these
turn.
creatures large?
The dire wolves are. But the little wolves are not.
Okay.
That is Investigator McGraw's turn, and then we go to Steve's turn.
Treat. Okay. Well, I will attack that alpha again.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I will do. Let's see if I have to do this every single time or not. Is it already? Once on each of your turns. Okay. I have to do it on every single turn. Ugh. It's gonna get annoying. Okay. So make another performance check. So I got 11. What's their passive perception?
The wolf's passive
that
perception.
beat-
The dire wolf is
Yeah.
13.
Miss. Okay. So I don't have an extra 1 for this. Actually, it would be for anyone within 30 feet. So as long as it's
They-
over the regular wolves.
It's not. They're also a 13.
Okay. What? Wow. Jeez. Okay. Then I will attack the dire wolf again
Okay.
with my longbow. Ha! Natural 1.
We're doing great, guys.
Natural 1.
I
We're
mean,
doing
we're just
great.
dead.
I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. That bowstring snaps.
Good thing I got a repair kit for that before we left.
Yeah, that bowstring straight up.
We have to
snaps.
live long enough for that.
Yeah. Is that your turn, Steve?
I'm going to. I guess, yeah. I guess it's my turn.
Okay.
Well, I guess, can I do a. Am I able to do a bonus action to start putting some of the stuff on? Like my foot stuff?
No.
Okay. Well then, no. I am done.
Okay. It goes to the dire wolf's turn, who moves this way. This one is going to move this way and make an attack on McGraw. That hits, and it's going to do how much damage? 11 damage to McGraw from his attack alone. Damage. And then the other direwolf will attack the bear because he's already locked in with the bear. Okay.
He just crit, didn't he?
More than likely.
Not a good sound.
Yeah, your bear's down. Yeah, your bear is down.
How much damage?
It was 23 with, and that's a crit.
Oh, so my bear's dead.
Your bear's not dead; it's down, but it is bleeding now.
Well,
Profusely.
it took
There's
7
no
the first
magic.
time, and 23. It's only got a 20.
So basically, it's not immediately dead. It still follows the typical 5e rule where it goes down and starts saving throws. But because it went down on a crit and is now bleeding, it will fail every death saving throw until the bleeding is stopped. So every time its turn comes up, it's going to fail its death save because it took a wound.
So it's dead.
Yeah,
So
because I don't see we finishing this in 3
Yeah.
rounds.
We're not finishing it in
Yeah,
3 rounds,
it's dead.
and I don't think any of us heal. So.
Yeah, I don't get healing
Bullseye.
until level 6, where I can actually start making
Okay.
healing.
So
toxins.
that's that one, that's that
Yeah.
one, and then we move on to
We can give
the
it a beer
little
though.
wolves.
Make it pass easier.
Yeah.
We go on to the little wolves. Yeah, so this little wolf is going to stick fighting you. Or no, this one is going to stick fighting you, Nate, because it's already tagged into you. This one is going to probably just actually move around to McGraw. And then they're both going to attack McGraw. This has advantage. Okay, that one missed. That one hits, and it's going to be.
Does it get a opportunity attack from him?
No, because it's. No, it can't
That is-
move through friendly targets. So yeah, you would get an opportunity attack on
Hey,
that
wait.
one, Nate.
Gotcha.
Natural 1. So I mean,
Oh,
there goes my
Yeah.
great axe.
yeah.
You
Awesome.
broke your great axe.
I
Good
would
job.
say you
Okay, then.
break the handle on your great axe swinging hard enough at the ground. It's still usable, but you'll be at disadvantage with it. It just won't be as
Okay.
good as it was.
As if you need any more handicaps.
Yeah.
Ooh, these nat ones are pouring
Yeah,
in,
it's just
baby.
straight fight.
You're doing
I mean,
really
I'm just
good.
putting this away now.
You guys are doing really good. McGraw takes another 8 points of damage from that wolf, and then the wolf who attacked you, Nate, missed. And then this wolf is going to come up and actually not attack the bear. The bear's down. No reason to attack the bear.
They're just gonna eat the bear.
I don't think they
wolf, right?
start eating
Why-
all
why-
threats. They're not.
Why would they eat?
Actually, you know what? This wolf isn't going to attack anything. He is going to grab the bear and start dragging its body away.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Seems like a wild
There's
bear
there's
type
this
of move.
there's this hardcore right there.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
gonna start dragging
Fuck the
the
bear.
bear corpse away. Or the bear body. It's still alive technically. And then this wolf is going
Does
to.
he have to make a attack against the bear to do that?
No.
He's gonna grapple check the unopposed target.
Yeah, it's unopposed.
Well, I mean, you're biting into the bear, so
This one's gonna come here. This one's gonna
hey,
come
how do you?
here.
He's not gonna use his
this
hands
one's
to
gonna
grab it
come
away.
here. And
Well, he can't touch you up in the wagon, so you don't have to worry about that.
he'll make a check. These two will try and make checks to get to you, Corey. They have to pass I would say a 15 to actually be able to attack you. So, a 15,
So if they scramble and fail, do I get an attack of opportunity?
if they fail hard, if they
Yeah.
crit fail, then I would say yeah. I would say yeah, you do.
Breaks
that-
the
Instead
leg.
of looking
So if they
around like,
fail,
hey,
they're
let's
just not
start
jumping
running.
up, essentially.
Yeah, basically they both just
Oh,
failed,
it didn't make
so
it.
they basically just didn't get the opportunity to attack. But if they would have crit failed, then you would have been able to hit them.
Gotcha.
So, and then these 3 will attack. Will attack Steve's character. What's your armor class right now, Steve, with half plate?
I don't know. I never did it with half plate, but my armor class normally is 18.
I think half plate is
So,
16.
right?
I think it's 16. Yeah.
16. Okay.
So they're hitting you on 16s, re-rolling because they have advantage. Only one of them hits you. 2d4 plus something damage. 6 plus 3, 9 damage to you,
4.
Steve. And that is all the little wolves' attacks. And
I mean, every dice is rolling a natural 1. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah,
Listen,
Every single
listen,
dice is rolling. I just
I know
rolled
the
2
pain.
different dices, and they gave me a natural 1. Both of them, back to back.
so
Okay, that's a fucking 7. It's
we
fine.
move back to the top of the initiative
Get some
with
non-first dice over
James's
here.
character.
What? What about me?
I didn't
Oh,
go.
Corey, and that's right. You forgot
Yeah.
you guys did really
I-
bad.
I
Corey, you're next.
I gotta dump in an explosive right here, so it'll hit those 3 that are in front of me.
What's the radius on that?
They have to make a Dex saving throw, DC 15. It is 5 feet from the location. So it's
Dex save
square.
DC 15. So we'll
Cool.
do top wolf.
Correct.
Fails. Middle wolf passes, and bottom wolf passes, and then the 10th critically succeeds. Okay. So the 10th's really not
The
bothered
10th?
at
they're
all.
making a
Critically
DC
succeeds?
15 like it's nothing,
They
which
made
is
us-
really bothering me.
They got a 16,
10th?
a 17, and the 10th got a nat 20. Basically, it's the 10th's ability
The
to
10th,
absorb the, damage.
inhabit-
Yes, I'm fully aware it doesn't make sense,
Oh.
but that's the
Alright,
rule
well-
for structures.
I'll
So
do 2d6 damage to the one wolf that failed.
Yep.
He takes 4.
Okay, so the top wolf
Statistical average is 7. We ain't doing hot.
top wolf takes 4. What about the other 2?
4 fire damage.
What about
If they pass, they take nothing.
the? Okay, well they take nothing. Then we move on to Nate.
They don't take half damage?
No.
What? Wait,
Maybe
what?
it's the fucking tray. I'm gonna try again.
If they pass, they don't take half damage? What are you talking about?
They
It-
take 2d6 fire damage on a fail. That's it.
That's
yeah,
weird.
it would say
Yeah.
say take half damage on a success.
That makes no sense. Alright.
Yeah,
How'd you do-
poison is half damage.
How did you do, Nate?
I'm rolling it now. I mean, it's better, but 13
13 onto what?
Oh yeah.
onto the dire wolf, because
13 just misses.
They got a 14.
Yep.
okay. And then for my bonus action, I'm gonna push that fucker back 5 feet, or try to.
Which one?
Dexterity save on the big bitch.
You're gonna push it back 5 feet. Dex save.
The dire word. Yeah.
It got an 11.
Okay. It fails. It's gonna get pushed back 5 feet.
Okay.
Oh, onto the bear.
There you go.
That's my
Alright, how
turn.
much damage did this tent do to the dire wolf? Come on, crit, tent.
Oh, I need to make a
no,
save
it
for the
does-
crit,
it does
actually.
The pole.
five, 6, 7. It does 7
The pole
damage.
goes straight to Direwolf's ass.
It does 7 damage
Does
for
7
real.
damage because it's my strength modifier versus plus my rage bonus. So
Okay, the
7.
direwolf takes 7 damage and it destroys the tent.
It's fucking fine.
Okay, the bear doesn't need it anymore.
Would
so
the
yeah.
cloth fall on its head so it'd be
No,
disadvantage?
no, it's way bigger than the tent. No way.
Wait, actually, no, it's disadvantage. I had to roll that again. Okay, I'm good. I was
Um,
fishing for that one.
Okay. So yeah, there is your turn, Nate, and then we go back to the top of the initiative with James. Run away.
And I'm gonna shoot the big one.
Okay.
So, I'll move,
Yeah, you
I'll
moved too
here
far.
and then lay down.
Listen, I'm just trying to die as slow as possible to these ones.
Doesn't matter. I fucking missed every shot.
Okay.
I rolled a fucking 4 and a 2.
You guys are doing really good. Steve?
Maybe some of these wolves are illusions. Maybe
Maybe just
Yeah.
that's our best
run
chance
away.
right now.
Just run.
I'm gonna take my
That's what I
javelin.
reckon.
That's what I'm doing the first
I'm gonna
person
go
that
ahead
dies,
and
I'm
point
running.
out we are now outrunning wolves.
I'm gonna take my
Trying to.
javelin and
Okay.
aim for this direwolf's throat.
Okay.
What would the DC be on? I think.
Well, you're aiming for a kill shot, so I don't think that's a thing. You can
I
aim.
think it's
You
like
can
plus-
aim.
plus 5 or something.
So here's what I'm gonna say.
Something.
I'm gonna say if you're aiming for a kill shot versus an impairing shot, you need to roll a nat 20 to critically wound it. You're not gonna kill it outright unless you hit its HP threshold.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure the
Then
specific attacks is like its own class. It's like a sharpshooter or something. For its own.
yeah, but you were
Like
saying that
anything.
earlier that we were gonna be able to.
You can aim for a
for certain
spot.
attacks, but
You
okay.
can go. You can go for certain attacks, but like outright killing a creature that you don't hit the HP threshold of is going to be kind of difficult.
I think it's probably gonna matter more for something that has a specific weak point where everything else is like super armored or something. If I had to guess.
I'm gonna go
Wolves are
for
just you keep stabbing them and they die eventually.
You can go for the mouth, I guess. Oh, okay,
Yeah, you can go
whatever.
for the
I
mouth.
would just do a normal stab
So,
because
that's the
hitting
thing,
it more
you can-
often is
You
better.
can
Plus-
do it in the mouth because like if you hit him in the mouth and you like do enough damage, realistically, you could impair their ability to hurt you. So there are ways to use this feature, just not to instant kill one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got 13 plus 7. That's 20.
Yeah, you definitely hit.
So 6. Let's see. Yep. Whew, let's
One
see,
of us has to
let's
be
see.
has to be successful here.
4 plus 5. That's 9.
9 damage. On which one?
9 damage. On the direwolf's mouth.
9 damage.
The one that's closest to me.
It's challenge rating 1.
It's with the javelin, so I mean it's.
Challenge rating 1. You do
Javelin
hit the
straight in the
damage.
mouth.
You do hit the damage threshold. Yeah, this creature, you officially wounded the direwolf. Bleeding. So,
And as a bonus action, I'm gonna do my flare for my armor. 11 plus performance is 5, so 16. So 16
You're
for
good.
anyone that can see me.
yeah, you're good.
I get a +1.
So are the dire wolves that just got washed in flame over here, are they a little freaked out at all about the fire?
Well, considering you didn't really do anything to them, no. I would say the top one may be a little freaked out, but the other two are completely unaffected.
Cloud knows fire. They don't care. These wolves do not care in the slightest.
Well, you did fail to do anything, and you're in the heat of combat, which is life or death.
Yeah. I'm just saying, these wolves are very used to hunting people,
Maybe.
which is not a good thing.
They've got.
On the other hand, if you could train one, it'd probably be pretty cool. But
Hey, you can get a direwolf now.
Well, it is
Get
your
the-
turn,
get the direwolf
9.
and train
It is
Baron.
your turn now. McGraw. Oh, never mind. It is McGraw's turn, actually. McGraw was supposed to go before you.
Your turn.
My bad. McGraw is going to. How's McGraw feeling? Let me roll a d20, see if he's feeling friendly or not.
I'm still trying to find my D20.
He's feeling friendly. McGraw is going to come this way, like this, and he's going to eat an attack of opportunity. And he does not get hit, and he is going to punch out, or try and punch out this little wolf. Okay. And then the other one. Fury of Blows. Okay, well, he crushes the skull of this little wolf, and then does critical damage to the big one. So what is his critical damage? It is 2d6 plus 5. Does that meet the damage threshold? It does meet the damage threshold, meaning that wolf is also wounded, the big one. So both dire wolves are now wounded. Let's see what this wound is. It is bludgeoning, which falls under the force damage category. Yeah, so he cracks this wolf in the jaw really fucking hard, this dire wolf here. And now has a built-in disadvantage because it has a broken jaw, which cancels out its advantage, making it hit normally.
At what point do natural animals say, "Hey, I had enough," or do they just go until we kill them all?
I mean, you'll have to find out.
Okay.
I need to capture one of these dire wolves if we actually manage to survive this.
Well, one of them is bleeding profusely, and the other one has a broken jaw. So, there's that.
Those can be
Maybe not
can
these
be
ones.
mended.
Can they?
So yeah, that
We
is
can stop the
McGraw's
bleeding.
turn.
Let's throw some duct tape on it. It'll be fine.
So that is McGraw's turn. We are going to move over to the next in the initiative, which would normally be Steve, but we actually did that in the wrong order. So now we move over to the dire wolves. This dire wolf getting his shit rocked, and this one being kind of hurt. They're both going to just try and grab the bear and drag it away. Also, speaking of bear, it's down 1 death saving throw at this point. So it's got 2 to go. And yeah, they're just going to, this one is going to basically lose half movement, so they go 25 feet. So this one is going to drag it. He gets to here. And the bear is coming with him. And then this one is going to kind of move this way. And so I need to make McGraw's attacks of opportunity onto the bleeding one. Hits. And does... good. So it does another 8 damage. And then the one, the other one, he fails to hit. And then the bleeding damage onto the bleeding direwolf is going to be... third of the wound required damage every round. Wound required damage is 6. So yeah, he'll take 2 bleeding damage this turn, and that is McGraw's turn. And then we move, or that is the dire wolves' turn. Then we move on to the regular wolves. These 2 are going to both attack you, Nate. That one, your armor class is 20. They both miss, but they both have advantage. And yeah, they both miss again, so you're good, Nate. These 2 are going to attack you, Corey. They're going to make their attempts.
They're gonna try and jump up.
Yeah, they're going to attempt to attack you. So they need a not that. Neither of them succeed again. And given that they both failed, and the situation is turning into one of those, they're actually going to go ahead and move away from you. You get attacks of opportunity.
So are they using their movement to...
No, they are basically...
Are they trying to do their movement to jump up there, or their actions to move up there?
It's considered a required action, so like, say you were trying to jump over something and make an attack, and you weren't that athletic, I would basically make you make a check that's considered a free check, and if you succeed, you're good. If you don't, you fail. It's kind of, it falls into that category.
Okay.
Yeah, so they both fall back. You need to make an attack of opportunity on both of them, Corey.
Okay. Oh no. You know what? We'll use this is hopefully this is better than the other D20 I've been using. Anything that adjusts it for this, or
No,
just regular attacks?
just regular.
Okay. I got a nat 20.
On one of them. What about the other one?
Yep.
Okay, roll the damage for that one and then go to the next one.
Okay. The damage is. It's a D4 of damage.
Well, nat 20 is double the dice, so 2d4.
Yeah. And I don't add my dexterity to it, correct? So.
Well, what kind of attack is it?
Why won't you?
Yeah.
It's with the dagger.
Yeah, add your
Yeah, you
dex
would.
to it.
Okay. So it'll be 7 more damage to the one that was on top.
Okay, well, he just
That already
dies.
took 4.
Yeah, he just dies. And then the bottom one.
Okay. Let's roll the attack one for the bottom one. 16.
16 hits.
Uh, 5 damage.
Okay, he takes 5. And this one is also going to retreat. Both of you make an attack of opportunity on it.
I only got an 8, so that one.
I
Do it.
got a 5 plus. What is it? Warhammer, so 5 plus 7, so 12.
Misses.
Okay.
And then these two are pulling back from
I
you.
get 2 more.
Yep, you get 2 more on them.
19 and 11.
19 and 11. You miss the first one, or you hit the first one, miss the second one.
So I got an 8 plus 5, so 13.
Okay, that one dies. You crush its skull.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, and then that is the regular wolf's turn, and we move on to Corey.
Woohoo! It is within range. So I am going to chuck some Aqua Fortis.
Okay.
So we'll hit the 2 dire wolves and then the one of the regular wolves. It's dexterity saving throw DC 15.
Okay. The top dire wolf
Yep.
fails. The bottom dire wolf critically succeeds. And then the regular wolf fails.
All right, the dire wolf. 6 damage.
Okay.
The regular wolf, another 6 damage. And this is acid, so I don't know if it's going to be acid burning them then.
No, not on the damage. You didn't hit the damage threshold. Actually, no, you hit the damage threshold. This guy takes another wound. The little wolf dies, but yeah, this guy takes another wound.
There's a dire wolf that's going to be slowly burning to death.
So he's concussed, and now he's acid burned. So what's the critical for that? Or the wound for that? It is.
Bro's gonna look like a
first
zombie
degree.
wolf running around.
Okay, so you've successfully cut, or so basically, in order for it to not take damage, it has to move. It has to move less than its normal walking. It has to move half speed, basically, for it to not take any more damage from the burn. So if it moves anymore, it's going to hurt itself. So it has to move like, instead of 50, it'd be 25 for this top one.
So with the bottom
Which means
dire
I'm going to
wolf,
be in range of it for the rest of its life.
Yeah, pretty much.
with the bottom dire wolf and me breaking its jaw, how can it carry a bear away with its jaw broken?
The top one's jaw is broken. The bottom one's bleeding.
I threw a javelin. I threw a javelin at its mouth.
At its
I
mouth?
thought.
Yeah, no, you didn't break
That
its...
was-
I wouldn't say you
Yeah,
broke
I
its
Yeah,
jaw.
that was
Yeah, no. McGraw broke this one's jaw.
its disadvantage to attack.
It's based on the
Oh, okay.
damage type. So you did piercing damage, which inflicts bleed.
Ah, okay. Okay, I got you.
So,
So I probably got like stabbed into its mouth and then it just shook it out.
basically,
And now
yeah.
it's bleeding from
And
its
now
mouth.
it's bleeding a lot from
I
its
gotcha.
mouth, yeah. So yeah, that is Corey.
Okay.
Wait, does the bear have 2 failed.
It's at 1 right now. It'll be 2.
Yeah.
It'll be 2 next turn.
Okay.
And so now it is Corey's turn is gone. So now it is Nate's turn.
Okay, since none of this shit is working, I'm going to bonus action try to push the left wolf away from me.
Okay. What's the save?
I need a dex save.
Dex save. What's
15.
It fails. So it goes away 5 feet and takes damage.
Okay.
How much damage?
And then I'm gonna take an attack of opportunity. 7.
7. I don't think you can take an attack of opportunity on something you forced out. I don't know. Can you?
No, I'm saying like on this one, I'm gonna move away from it.
Oh, you're gonna take it. Okay. I'll roll its attack real quick.
1, 2,
Within
4.
not within 5 anymore.
and I'm gonna action help the bear.
Okay, you're gonna action help the bear.
So it's
Um,
up now.
Give me a
Or disabled.
give me a medicine check.
I already know this is gonna go.
I'm just picturing you on top of this bear while it's
9.
being dragged away, still trying to give it CPR.
Okay, so you managed to stabilize the bear. It's no longer taking death saves, but it will go right back down next turn because it's still bleeding.
It will what?
You stabilize it. It's up, but it's gonna go right back down next turn because it's bleeding.
Good.
If you didn't manage to stop the bleeding.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I saved the 2 death saves.
You reset its death saves. Yes.
Reset it. Okay.
Um,
And then that's my turn.
Good enough?
Nate's turn, and now we move back to the top of the initiative with James.
So there, I'm gonna lay down and shoot the one that's back here.
What? Wait, where? Okay,
This
go ahead. Go ahead.
Ooh, yeah, finally fucking hit one. 19.
I'm sorry, that misses.
You'd be bullshitting there.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
It's gonna take 7 damage,
Okay.
plus 7 plus. So 11 damage, and then it's gonna be marked.
Okay, it is marked.
Or death.
And that's my turn.
And yeah, that is you. So then we move over to McGraw, who is going to run up and make a couple attacks on this guy. One hit, one critically misses, one critically hits. How do I want to do this? I think he's just gonna hurt himself as
Well,
much
the
as he
critical
hurts.
miss came first. Bad.
I rolled him at the same
I'm just
time, that's the
picturing like he
problem.
throws a punch and the brass knuckle goes flying into the woods.
Maybe
I-
roll a d10, and if it's higher than 5, then
Oh yeah, I could roll a d10 to see which one comes first. That's a good point.
or d6 and higher than 3.
He's good. So he critical hits first. So that's good. So we'll do the damage on the critical hit. Ooh, that's not good. He mended. He did the minimum. But a good thing, this thing was on 2 HP, so it dies anyways. And then his critical failure condition, I'm gonna roll to see how bad it is.
So he doesn't have to worry about it.
Okay,
He doesn't have to worry about the crit.
he does exactly what Corey says and loses one of his brass
He doesn't have-
knuckles. It goes flying. Yeah.
So he doesn't even have to fight.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Critical
You're
fail
right.
Because
You're right.
he already
Because he already killed it. Yep.
beat it,
Yep.
right?
Yep. That is correct. And then we move on to Steve's turn. Alaric.
Sweet. Alright. I'm going to come over here. Let's see, 25 feet. Pick up the javelin. Here. Oh, let's go. And throw it at this sucker right here.
Okay.
And yeah, let's see what happens.
Hopefully, dead wolf.
Actually, I'm going to perform a bonus action to my flare first. Performance. Let's see. Performance is +5, so 15 for
You're good.
performance. Is that their?
You're good.
So that adds 1 to my attack. 15 plus 7, so 12, 13, and I get 1d6.
It's the pain train.
It's 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. It is barely alive.
How much damage would we need to do just to knock
I'll
it out?
do.
Well, you'd have to go for non-lethal damage, and you'd have to hit a certain threshold. Yeah.
I'll do an action surge and then do another
You've already action surged.
another. I have an action surge.
Yes, you did. You did it
I
first turn.
That's how you got your armor on.
Yeah, you did it
I
first
didn't get
turn.
my armor on.
Yeah,
Or
you took
partially.
You put your partial armor
Isn't it?
on and then attacked.
No.
Yeah, that's exactly what you did.
That's
I
how you
did.
have half plate.
Yeah, that's how you got the half plate armor class.
Ah, I remember that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you attack twice and then you action search to put that plate on.
Okay.
It's okay. This one's still bleeding
I
from
don't
you
remember
stabbing
doing
it in the face
I
the
remember
first
thinking like,
time.
oh, I don't want to action surge on putting armor on. I want to action surge on like actually killing something. But okay.
No, so
Yeah.
you put your armor on
Alright,
with
that's
your
fine.
regular action, and then you action surged and did damage.
Okay. Huh. Alright, that's fine.
It's still bleeding.
I am done.
Okay. That is all of you. So this wolf is gonna take another 2 damage from bleeding because it's his turn in the initiative, and he is fucking done. He drops this motherfucker and skip and dips. He full sprints away, bleeding to death. And that is his turn. And then
Having seen, having hunted most likely in my life, do I know that he's mortally wounded and I could probably track him down and get him back?
probably.
Okay, cool.
I can definitely track him down. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that.
Then we go to the regular wolves. These two are probably also seeing one of their big boys die and the other one hightail it out of here. These two are also gonna run. So I'd say 80 feet there. Oh shit. God damn it. Move. Right there. And then this one. Is gonna move as well. And then this one. Basically, they're all scattering at this point. Okay. And,
It's
That
not completely free of me yet. I can still get a parting shot on one of them.
that is those wolves' turn. Then we go to, speaking of, Neil, it is your turn. Neil.
Slowly. I'm trying to move. Essentially, I can get within range to throw my bomb and clip one of them, so it just needs to give me a dex save.
Which one?
This one over here. The one in the top right.
Okay. What's the DC?
I thought you would have aimed for the bigger one.
DC 15.
It succeeds barely.
I
Okay.
can't see any of these things. Is there a reason why I can't see any of them?
You probably don't have dark vision.
None of you have dark vision.
None of
And-
us have dark vision.
I know, but he probably has like something else because he can only see the ones close to him. I'm pretty sure, right?
There is a range. No, there shouldn't be a range on it at all, actually. You guys should be able to see them at this point. Well, actually, no, you
Oh,
guys
I
shouldn't
see
be able
these
to
guys
see.
back here.
But either way,
I
Corey,
just
you.
chucked a vial of acid off in the forest in its direction, pretty much where I saw it going.
I would actually say because your dark vision, you guys are past the point of light. I don't think you guys can see them as they run away. After they get too far, you think you lose direct
The
line of
problem
sight.
is, we were never going to see them as they approached. We were never going to see them as they approached either, though, is the problem.
What's the problem with having a whole crew of non-dark or people with non-dark vision? Is you kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys miss your fancy toys. You don't like hardcore D&D? All right. Well, I would say none of you are able to see them anymore, so I think this is a point where we could probably
Yeah.
end the combat.
I start chasing this guy.
We should
Start
probably help
tracking
the
him.
bear.
So you
And
guys,
I'm gonna try to do a medicine check on the bear and like try to
Wow.
stop his bleeding.
can
or
you
whatever.
go ahead and do me a
heal this
favor and
guy.
switch the music back over, Nate?
Yep.
Thank you.
I will assist him on his medicine check.
All right, you
If
have an
those two are doing the
advantage.
medicine check, I'll track the bear with him.
You mean the big wolf?
Or the big wolf.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so what happens is he dies right where he's at. Because at the
figured.
beginning
That's
of the
all I
next
said.
turn, he just falls over dead.
Okay. I want to drag this guy back to the camp, but so we can get both dire wolves in the camp, and all the wolves in the camp, and start scanning them.
Okay.
So I can get advantage on my medicine check.
Yes. And I'll go ahead and turn my
Yeah,
camera
because
back
I'm
off.
assisting you.
Thank
gonna-
fucking God.
I'm gonna go ahead. and
Okay,
change
that was
my-
like... I've lost connection to the server.
A natural 7 and a natural 1. So
Yeah, I'd say give it a shot. You're not.
So
There's a
7.
no time constraint, so I'd say
You
can make
assist
the
me
check.
this time.
You're not able to help, Nate.
yeah, I don't even want to help.
Medicine for 18.
Okay, you manage to get enough pressure on the wound and wrap it. He's and his wound begins to clot over, and he's no longer bleeding to death. And your bear is stabilized.
I'm gonna go wash my
Bro,
hands.
I can't. I thought this would never happen. That we'd almost died of fucking wolves.
You're
I mean, there
welcome.
was a lot of them.
That was a lot of wolves.
There was
There's
a
a lot of
fuckload
wolves.
I
Welcome.
mean, if another one of them hit me, I was dead. I'm ADHD.
I mean, we also didn't actually have a proper
And
chance
I
to
just
see
dumped
them
all my dice on the ground.
in that first round because their distance they can move is further than our vision that we can see in that first round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it would have been smart to have like everyone up in the wagon for next time.
I mean, it's hard to fit everyone in there.
Yeah, it's not that big.
The
of
other
a wagon.
problem
You
is
have a
if
lot of
all the tents are
supplies.
next to each other and one of us gets a little frisky with fire, we might melt all the tents.
Yeah. Well, also, one of the tents is destroyed, so there's that.
Well, I'm gonna start skin. I got an 18. What do I add for skinning these things and getting the meat off them?
I would say add survival
Would that be
check.
survival?
Yeah. I would say.
So 18. 18.
I would say James doesn't even need to make the check. He's done this 100 times before.
Okay. So I'll help James or whatever way he wants to do it.
Yeah. You guys start skinning the wolves. Corey
Wait,
Corey
what are
helps
we doing?
skinning wolves.
Oh.
Yeah. You guys start skinning wolves. Corey and Nate stabilize
Can I
the
try
bear.
to fix my axe?
Yeah, you can start working on your axe. Yes.
2 dire wolf.
Do I
McGraw,
make a check or something, or are you just gonna let it happen?
make a check.
I'm not
How
gonna
many
put it on
regular
my.
wolves?
How many
Okay.
regular wolves? So you killed 6.
13.
And then 2 dire wolves.
Yeah. 6.
13?
6.
So it's not blacksmithing because it's wood. So 13.
No, it'd be.
Hey,
this is considered.
I helped you out a little
Yeah.
bit.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
actually, it'd
15.
be considered carpentry because you're making the handle.
I would.
One
I
of
would
those
put
wolves is
this.
probably not have much hair left on it after the acid.
Yeah, that's true.
Just like this
One
one's
acid.
already deferred.
Yeah, because usually when you're doing the blacksmith thing, it's you're using a pre-made handle and all that. But you're actually making the handle. That's carpentry.
And I have weapon and
You guys have
bow
repair kits.
repair
yeah.
kits.
Yeah, you guys have repair
Yeah.
kits, and you guys have some time to work on it. A 13 will get you there in like a day or two, but not immediately.
Okay.
Yeah. McGraw kind of walks over and kind of stretches and kind of brushes off some of the bite marks. Well, goddamn, that was something. You know, your little Yogi over there almost didn't make it.
Yogi?
Yeah,
I'm surprised you know
Oh.
who Yogi is.
but you don't know who Yogi is?
What's-
You know the.
No,
Yeah,
what's-
I've never heard
a
any
Yogi?
stories of Yogi.
Oh,
What's
Yogi. Oh, Yogi's he's a real popular. He's a figurine that people take paintings of and get painted by. It's a national monument down south.
I've never heard of that. I live down south, but wow.
Well, I mean, from where you're from, you've probably never been anywhere, have you, son?
Nah, yeah, we get travelers coming through, but I mean, no one speaks of Yogi because
I
I
mean,
guess everybody else has time,
yeah. Well,
better stories.
Damn.
so
Okay.
anyone too fucked up? How we looking?
I think.
He looks over at
Thaddeus.
Nate
Thaddeus, do you
or
know?
at Thaddeus. Hey,
I'm just like leaning against a wall somewhere, just fucking.
Thaddeus looks pretty rough, dude. Are you okay?
Yeah,
Oh, I
I'm gonna
look
go
fucking okay.
now that I think about it, I'm gonna go patch up Thaddeus.
yeah, someone
And
go
I'm gonna
bandage
start
him.
drying that meat.
With any of those
Alright.
herbs I got, did I
Milking
find
the meat.
any good herbs?
You
when I was
found
out
some. You
searching.
found some aloe vera, some aloe plant.
Oh, great.
That's useless. Okay.
I'll rub it on your shoulders. How's that?
You can eat aloe vera and it's you can eat it. You can put it on your skin. There's a
Oh,
bunch
yeah,
of
It's a
uses for it.
One
succulent. We
point.
can make a shake out of it.
It'll
Rich
help
in
it.
vitamin
It'll
D.
help you
Like,
feel
there's
a little
lot
bit
of things
better.
You can do with aloe vera.
Yeah,
Aloe
rub
vera's-
rub some aloe vera on it. He'll be all right.
Aloe vera is antiseptic.
If we want him to
You
feel
actually play
better,
with.
I'll give him one of my strong drinks.
I mean, shit. I ain't
He
seen a
dies
wolf
of
pack
alcohol
like that in
poisoning.
a couple
I'll,
years.
You
I'll
just
actually,
see
I'll
me
actually
in the-
take the, I'll take the
You
strong
just-
drink.
You see
Alright.
Nil in the background as he like rolls up his sleeve where there's this giant bite mark. You just see him pull a little on there.
No, I made this brew specially, and I just rolled to how strong it's gonna be, and I'm a little bit pissed. I got my first natural 20 of the night on
Oh.
fucking alcohol instead of a fight.
So what
That's
do I have to
appropriate.
roll, and what's the DC? Because
the
I already
DC
know I
is-
failed.
DC is gonna be 18.
Okay, well 12. It's Constitution.
Yeah.
19. Yay! My first good roll of the night.
Oh yeah, that's what we're gonna get him right here.
Well, goddamn, that was a heck of a
All right,
fight.
here's the better question: who's ready to eat some wolf steak?
Yep, I'm cooking it right now.
I could go for a leg.
Anybody else want to take a drink?
No, I'm good. I'm using your alcohol. It's a fucking antiseptic on my arm.
You can go for one.
I'd take another one.
Oh, you take another one. DC's doubled that.
Fucking fail, because I mean,
So
8
just
plus
out of
7,
curiosity, we
15.
just got attacked by a bunch of wolves in the
Okay,
middle
so
of the
he's out.
night, and then you
And while
guys
he's
are all
out, I'm just
drinking.
gonna be bandaging his wounds.
I just look at him.
You guys are all drinking, and we just got attacked, and we're all in a really weak state,
It's
and you're
a
drinking.
usual thing. Usually we just party after a big fight or a big competition.
There He's drinking, and the others are cooking. I'm bandaging things up.
Chances of that if something happening twice is very slim.
To
Statistically,
be
so,
fair, if we
um,
were in another fight
think
right
we're
now, I
fine.
don't think he'd be much use to us anyway.
Yeah, and I think we'd all pretty much die anyways.
Is
so
I
not
just
worth
start
it.
like very rough, like trying to drag his ass into like
I
the
have played.
fail
I
tent.
have played
Like
armor
I'm just
on, so
wrapping
you
the
just-
fail tent over him. Like good enough.
Let's think about this rationally. If we got into another fight right now with the same style of group that just attacked us, we'd all die.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah,
we would all go in the wagon, or we would all go on horses and run away anyway. So
I ain't gonna lie.
not-
I was 5 seconds away from just ditching and running.
Yeah, I mean,
So why not
I'd be
with the wagon?
fine, but all right, you guys would probably be fucked. I'm just kidding. I'd stay behind and help. I'm just kidding.
yes, you're much stronger than us.
I've been doing this for a bit.
Yeah, I was waiting for the first death, and the first death I was gonna just ditch.
Well, good
I think I'm
team
gonna sleep on the
spirit.
wagon with you guys.
Hey,
now on.
wagon's mine. No. I ain't snuggling nobody. Well,
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, the
Well,
wagon was where they came from first.
In all honesty, we put all our injured in the wagon.
yeah, no, we probably should.
I just look at the bear that's on the ground and just like look back at you guys like I can't pick that up.
I want to be honest. We probably should put Thaddeus in the wagon for the night, just to make sure if anything does happen, he can kind of just grab the horses and skedaddle. But good fight. Y'all did pretty good for the most part. Saw a couple weapons
I don't
break.
think he's waking up, sir, for a while.
Just get that over now.
Oh, just here. I'll.
Yep.
And he kind of here.
I fixed that when I was cooking meat.
Oh, Laura, come here and help me pick him up. You guys pick him up, carry him,
Alright.
and put him in the wagon.
So did anyone see his brass knuckle like fly off to where they know that he's one short now also?
It never flew off because he
Oh
didn't.
yeah, because
yeah.
yeah. That would have been hilarious
It
if he's
almost
just like
flew off.
out
He
looking
was like,
for a brass knuckle.
"Ugh," never mind.
Well,
I had a bad feeling about that second fist throws.
yeah, I'm
They're
gonna-
doing that. I'm just looking at one of the wolf corpses, like taking notes on the acid damage to it.
Not as effective as it could have been. You think you should probably apply more directly next time instead of just a light sling.
Yeah, we really can't sell that pelt either because it's kind of been damaged too much.
I don't think we really need to
Well,
worry about selling the pelts
we're not-
as much.
I'm not really selling it. It's gonna be leather. I'm
It's
just
also
using-
going to be
I'm
nice and
using-
warm in the cold.
I'm using the. We're gonna use the acid one for the leather, and then the one that doesn't have any damage done. Either one of us will wear it, or we'll give it as a gift to someone.
Like, if you looked over my shoulder at what I'm writing, it's essentially a note saying that the hair catches too much of the acid, use fire, even though they're exactly the same stat-wise.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take a nap. And hopefully we
Catching
don't
fur
get-
on fire is funny, though.
Hopefully we don't get awoken again. Y'all need anything?
Alright.
Just come wake me up and whatnot.
Well, now it's our turn to take watch.
Yeah, it is now your turn to take watch.
It's our turn to take watch now, I guess.
Those of you who aren't on watch,
I
go
will
to
put
the
on my
sleep.
full armor.
Yeah, those of you who aren't on watch, go to the sleep. Of
I'm sleeping under the wagon. Like, I'm just, like, moving the tent to where it's just, like, off the side of the wagon to where I'm sleeping in the cove of the wagon.
Yeah, those of you who aren't on watch, go to sleep
I-
smelling the smell of burning wolf.
Cooking meat wolf.
Mm,
And I'll be shoveling on my loot.
wolf chili. Oh my god. You can be the originator of Wolf Brand Chili.
Yes.
And
So my guy's just gonna be holding a piece of wood and be carving a bear out of it.
even though you're
You
real
don't seem
bears,
overly concerned
yeah,
about
you
your
don't
poor
seem
bear.
concerned about your bear at all.
We've already bandaged it and fixed it up. What do you want me to do? Like sit next to it and be like, oh, no, my guy's over here just cutting wood.
He's just like, I
It's a
could use
work
another
animal.
beer.
It's a work animal. You don't treat
Golly.
work animals with sympathy.
It's like work tools. You just throw it
Like
in
a
the
work
back
cart
of the
strapped
shed
into a
after
You
you're.
street
know
man.
about work animals.
I mean, it
You
literally
don't, you
just
don't
get
have a sled
they just
dog.
get mauled
You
by
don't bring
another
a sled dog in the
by
house
a
and cuddle
wolf.
it.
Yeah, that your bear kind of got bodied by like one wolf, like one big wolf just bodied your bear.
Well, I mean, and you gave me the weakest bear plus the scat blocks for the
Now it's the
animals.
DM's fault.
Now it's the
Okay.
DM's fault for the classic.
Because
I'm not gonna
technically,
lie.
the
Weird.
I
original
see
bear
how it
gets
goes.
I'm not.
Funny how that
I'm not
works.
gonna lie, Tyler. You
Hey,
had
I
me
wanted the
really
black bear.
terrified at the start. Whenever all those wolves were making their saves and making all their rolls on stuff that seemed like it should be difficult, I was like, "Oh no! What is the stat block on these
Bro,
wolves?
you rolled
What did
way
we
too
just
many
run into?"
You rolled way too many damn nat 20s in that fucking.
I rolled like 2. Rolled like 2. They have
Bro, you
rolled
rolled like
one.
3 or 4.
the wolves have advantage built into their sheets.
Okay,
They-
to be
they
fair,
did.
I think he's counting our illustrious guide when he just bodied them with
Oh,
the
yeah.
nat 20.
Yeah.
But he's making a lot more attacks than we are.
Yeah, he's making like 2 to 3 attacks per. He's a bit higher level than you. He's not crazy high level, but he is a bit higher level than you. And then the wolves all have built-in advantage
Yeah, I don't think I
because
get
of
another
pack
attack
tactics.
till 5.
So yeah, they all have pack tactics. which
Yeah, I
gives it
didn't know about
advantage.
that. That's terrifying.
Yeah, that's why a bunch
Yeah.
of wolves can actually do
When
some
it-
fucking work.
Well, in a magical campaign, it doesn't matter. Even if they haven't managed, you can be throwing some crazy shit.
Hey,
Why
I
do
was
y'all run
throwing
from
some
me?
stuff that should do some damage, and it did okay damage.
They all like ran for me.
It's consistent damage. That's the
You-
important thing.
They ran for you based on positioning. You were just in the wrong spot. Because I set them up previously before you guys started setting your characters up. I set them up in the way they would come in, and you put yourself right there, and I was like, okay, I guess he's first. So,
Yeah, I kind of had that feeling.
so.
And then they
Don't
ran
be
for me
by
like
yourself.
midway through when I was 1 HP.
Well, since we're post-session talking, we're gonna go ahead and end the stream. Thank